Cool. From the sound of things, I should be live. I actually have little to no experience streaming on YouTube directly. So this will be fun. Ooh. Put that on Do Not Disturb. What is up? Let me get... There we go. And make sure I can see YouTube chat as well. Not that I'm expecting a ton of people, considering I have not done this in a very long time. This is my first time streaming since I moved back to the US almost 2 years ago. Real excited. But definitely also some cobwebs to dust off. Anyway, I've been playing this game, Captain of Industry, a lot since I picked it up. I think sometime in like mid-October. Fantastic game. Mixes together like Factorio-style logistics with like surviving Mars, RimWorld, like colony management, which creates a really interesting and dangerous like game feedback loop when stuff gets out of balance. We're gonna start a new game for the stream. I've done a couple of like runs in this game so far. They've all ended up in failures so far. And so sure, why not? Let's just do another one with y'all, and maybe it'll be different. I think I'm just gonna do the standard stuff. Right now I'm doing a game where I kind of mess around with the difficulty settings a little bit, because there's some cool ways you can adjust it if you want to deal more with certain things or less with certain things. I gotta do it on Captain, right? I gotta do it on like the normal mode. It's hard on Captain. It really is. I was considering doing it on Sailor. We'll try, and if this goes real bad real fast, we'll just try again, maybe on Sailor. When I first started the game, I jumped right into the normal difficulty, and like it's tough. Stuff gets a lot more demanding. Like I guess what you say, like the buffs that they give you for Sailor difficulty are quite helpful. Load it in here soon. Cool. I'm not going to spend too much time like reading and explaining this stuff. I mean, there might be times where we're in the tutorials together anyway, but this is mostly just where they keep the tutorials. I guess the only thing really here to go over is just the welcome captain part. I like the setting of this game, so it's kind of like I don't even know what the whole situation is. They don't really get into it, but like something's obviously gone wrong. We're doing like post-apocalyptic, and society's gone for whatever reason, and we're showing up to this island. We got a boat. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. I'm gonna knock down my settings a bit. Probably does not like... Here, I'm gonna cap it to 60. We'll just keep it capped to 60. And that should help, and then I'll bump the quality down to 1. It's not exactly a game that shines. Well, actually, that's a lie. They did a lot of work with their update to make it look more pretty. What I was gonna say is there's not a lot of like huge differences between high and ultra high, but anyway, boat, 80 people, a couple of trucks, and our goal is to work through this research tree, get to the end, and launch a rocket. We're gonna start 80 people on an island with a boat, and our end goal is to go to space. I love this game. I just love the whole framing of this game. So to start off, we are going to need to get the basic iron set up. And to do that, what I like to do is we're just going to plop down one blast furnace here. We're going to do a coal maker. And I think we do 2 casters off of this, because yeah, it's going to give us 24 iron. Molten iron, and this can consume 12. So, oh! I'm used to, why is that not pausing the game? Interesting. Or not, oh, because it was running. That's what happened. Oops. Alright, we're gonna flip this. We're gonna vaguely center it. And then, we don't have, I keep forgetting we don't actually have any, conveyor belts yet, but we'll set this up to use it in the future. We can set a waste management smokestack here to catch the exhaust, and then have them both at least share it. And then the whole plan here is wood's gonna go in to the coal maker, turn out to be coal, and then the coal is gonna go into the blast furnace. And then these guys are going to start recycling this scrap and this brick to kind of help us get started. It's just like a cool little way to get your initial resources, but still have to kind of work for them. So yeah, and that should do those objectives. And then actually, I can just run that at low speed. One thing I've learned about this game, to play it like, I guess efficiently, because like a lot of stuff has to happen, and if you spend too much time with the game like paused and like queuing up a bunch of building, when you unpause, it's a lot for your dudes to do. And so I've gotten in the habit of trying to play at like a low speed while I'm building other stuff if it's not too time consuming. I mean, honestly, everything's gonna kind of get torn down from this initial setup anyway, so I can just throw this research lab down anywhere. I'll throw it down here. Oh, I gotta get the tree harvester going. Assign 2 trucks, and we'll say, hey, chop down these trees. Wait, I think these trees are on, like uneven ground that I'd have to dig out. So what we're gonna actually do is say, hey, chop these ones that are on ground that we could use for building, which I think is over here as well. Go right up to the coal, and we'll get some more in there. Even though I don't think, oh, that's a small little thing to wear down. What do you need? Oh! These are the kind of things that are going to happen when I'm streaming this game, as opposed to just, like, playing it by myself. Yeah, I gotta set up molten channels so that we can actually get the molten steel from here to the metal caster. I did say the right thing. I know nothing about, like, industry and manufacturing, so like one of the cool things for this game has been for me anyway, has just been like I'm actually learning. It's like playing an episode of How It's Made, only the How It's Made is all of industrialization. Let's get farming going. I think I'll do farming into the dock. That'll also get us storage. Let's just do those for now. I gotta think where I want to go from there. But I think once we get these trees out, I'm gonna start working on these. Oh, we need a garbage dump. Let's get a waste collector set up. Let's do it here. And then gotta get my bearings, because one of the things I have in my personal game right now, so I made some things more difficult, I made some things more easy, trying to make I had done a couple of runs at that point, so I wanted to shake it up a little bit. And so I was like, I played around with it, and one of the things I did was you can actually make your resources like a larger area, which is cool. It kind of it gives you more to work with. You know, it changes the shape of your map a little bit as you start carving these things out. But now that we're back on Captain, I had to remember what size they actually are supposed to be. So one thing that I did in a couple of my games that I really like is using my dump to kind of even out this little rock. This is just useless coast. Like, here we can put boats. Here we can kind of fit one in. And then, like, we could expand this way, but I discovered, like, you know, this is kind of annoying to have to level out to build on. And then also, you end up running a little bit into your limestone production. I guess not too much. But the thing is, if we start this real early, we can start kind of filling and making a new coast. I actually end up naming this Project New Coast in my games. Because you can name the mining towers, which is super useful, by the way. I'll show you what that means in a second. But that was probably my most recent quality of life discovery. Well, all right. We want to go out all the way here so that we can get at least past this spiky bit. I have learned from experience to not just do the whole thing at once, because then your trucks just start dumping at whatever's the closest, and they don't actually start to build a usable coast by the time you need it, which is a little annoying. So we're just going to focus on this front bit here. Oopsie, I wanted to trim that back a bit for the same reason I just said it before. And we'll bring this out one more, because I think those are getting in the way. And we'll just start with that. That'll give us another place to build, and we can expand this way later on. Or we can go a different way. The whole time I could have been having it in low speed, and I didn't. Whoops. Got the pipe. Oh! Is this where I want this with that in mind? Yeah, let's put this here. That should be fine. We're gonna do garbage this way, and then we're gonna try to quickly get up to this second plateau, because I realized that this is a really useful spot to get into. You have a whole second spot for iron mining later on, where the coal's right next to it. This will do us for a bit, though. You get a second water source. I was throwing my like a settlement up here before to keep the people happy. That was nice, because if you get your first settlement too big, it ends up consuming a lot of water, and the water table here only has so much. So that's definitely something we want to be mindful of. So for now, I'm just going to dump everything into the water, and then once we get iron set up over back here, I'll worry about where we're going to put the slag and how we're going to make that hill. But I think we just need to dump waste. We're just restarting basic farming, and it already wants us to research construction, so let's do that after the dock. You know, to be fair, we don't really have a lot to work on until we get construction set up. So let's do construction neck, and then we'll do dock, and then we'll do power and maintenance. I think that should work. I think I can speed it up a little bit. I don't think we're doing too much until farming is unlocked. I gotta think what I want to do with my farms. I still have not gotten farming right. Like, I keep trying it. Like, I keep trying different approaches to it. But I don't know. It just always feels like it gets way out of balance at some point. Alright, so that'll give us... Oh, I thought you could open it that way. That'll give us a basic farm to plop down. We're obviously going to want it near water, which is plentiful over here. Eventually. They start off as unirrigated farms. We need a research tech to make them irrigated. And then... got the food market right there. And this is what I ended up doing in my last game as well. I think I'm good to put food here. The thing is, I always like save this area and just never end up really using it. I could plot... Why don't we try this for once? Then how am I going to get water later on? Well, I mean, the settlement needs water, right? So I could just run a pipe. Here, let's put this... Oh, I don't have planning mode unlocked yet. Shit. Okay, so let's just put this down. So in the future, the water and irrigation and all that will spawn in the back, which would be kind of annoying. And also the food market is still on that side. So I don't like this as much as I thought I was going to. But I also learned that I don't really like... We're going to try this. We're going to try doing these... Shoot. I don't want to get in the way of the coal mining. That's been my problem so far, is finding a good spot to place these where they don't get in the way of the coal or, like, your assembly yard once you start having things that actually assemble. So let's do this. We're gonna try that basically turned around idea. I don't want to get it too close because I want to make sure I leave some room for the belts in the future. We're gonna plop a farm down there. I like that. And then we can just kind of... Ooh, actually, never mind. I am gonna want a little more room. Sure. And then we can place like one or two more this way. I don't hate that. And we'll also probably have room to expand once we get these trees cut down. And yeah, we're already researching the things we need. We gotta wait for that. So the starting farm is rain powered. So we can't grow anything until it rains. But luckily we do start off with some food. Okay, our little scrap is going well. Making just enough coal. I mean, there's really not a lot to babysit. I'm gonna bump it up to 3 so we can get construction going. And then I'll put it back down to 1 while we start setting up our construction parts. Alright. I'm gonna do a manual assembly. And we might as well do it... Wait, oh, that's different. Let's do it here. Because it's gonna need iron, brick, and wood. So that's a pretty good position to put it. And then I'm gonna sort my bar here a little bit. Try to put like the fuel and construction parts at the top. They're usually pretty important. And then I try to just group stuff so I remember where it is. All right, cool. So we got the trading dock. Let's get that set up. Just hide this in here. And okay, we have workers. So like the thing is, one of the things I like to do sometimes is, well, I guess it only costs a little bit of Unity. Unity is a really, really cool resource that kind of marries the logistic parts and the survival colony management parts. Basically just like, how good are you treating your people? And if you generate a lot of it, you can use it to A, put in edicts, which will like, you know, give you discounts and things. But B, you can use it to like speed up construction of things. It kind of lets you like cheat the waiting time a bit, which is great. It's a great motivation to actually like think about your people's quality of life. And so since we are playing on Captain, I'm a little worried about spamming. Sometimes I'll do like 3 or 4 research labs to start, just get through this early stuff quicker. But I should probably just be a bit safer. Where are we at for people? 42. Let's go to bricks next. Don't really need buildings. I mean, sorry, don't really need more vehicles yet. I could get mining started. Oh, wait! I can't. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. I'm doing vehicles and mining anyway. I didn't notice that all 3 of them led into that. Okay, food's going well. This is a little thing that it makes you do as a mission just to prove that you can figure it out. We're gonna... I didn't really think about that, did I? Fine. This is just gonna be kind of like a collection point slash just to get the objective done. Sign it would, and then I think it's gonna be like, hey, store up to 40. Yeah, store up to 40. What's using electricity? Huh. I didn't think it did that by default. Oh, you know what it is? By default, I think they use power, but they still run if you are out of power. This is one of the things that made harder in my custom game, is in my game, I did bump up the difficulty so that if you don't have power, your conveyor belts and storage just don't work. Which is unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to trade bricks for wood. And then I guess that's more bricks, some more construction parts. We'll queue up. No, I said we're gonna do this, but the next objective is for the beacons. We'll do that into bricks, into copper. I don't know when we'll do that. Oh, I want to get basic diesel in there, don't I? So I can make fuel. That's actually way more important than these. So let's do beacon, fuel, copper, and bricks. Yeah, all right. Now we need a diesel generator. Honestly, just pop this down. None of this stuff that's getting placed out now is gonna last very long. Like, this is just a temporary starting place. I actually don't know what we'll end up using this space for. I always end up leaving this space blank to start off with, and then kind of plan on filling. Oh, no, that's a lie. Actually, my last run, a lot of my oil refining ended up happening in this area, because it's a nice little early coast to pull in from a oil rig. Oop. There we go. Sorry, just messing with some stream stuff in the background. And then we also need a maintenance depot. Yes, we need that sooner rather than later. because I believe this requires maintenance. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's one of the reasons I don't usually build both of these ways, because I like to expand that direction. That's fine, because like I said, my new plan is to make a settlement up here in the near future. I can try to do that sooner rather than later this time around. The idea being behind that is, like, there's just this huge blank space up here. There's just like a really big, open, not conflicting with any resources space that's kind of out of the way. My assembly yards tend to end up here between my copper and my iron and my coal and my limestone. And this area fills up pretty quickly when you're trying to fit a settlement in here. Like, there's not a lot of room to play in this little corner, but like, we can just sprawl up here as long as we can maintain the population. All right. What happened? Okay, maintenance going up. It wants me to... Oh, right! We got the stuff unlocked to do some basic mining. Okay, here's where we start actually kind of starting to make considerations. Or at least where we could start making considerations. I think something I've done wrong with some of my runs recently has been trying to get out of this too quickly. I think I need to lean into my temporary starting setup for a little bit longer. Because like right now, in my last two runs, I tried to jump right over to my more permanent setup over here. But I think it's still a little too early. Let's wait until we get to conveyor belts. I think that's actually... No, I'm just gonna lock that in. I think that's just like a good... That just hits everything I want to hit along the way. We'll go up to conveyor belts. We'll come back down to storage. Get the loose storage. And then we'll do the ship dock repair. I believe that satisfies an objective on the left side here. And we're gonna do that in a second. I'm gonna get the beacon built. Where is beacon? Oh, no, okay. It was just between ticks. Alright. So they'll work on that. Gas is going. I mean, yeah, I guess I could pop out an excavator and 2 pickups. Ooh. It's my 8 p.m. reminder to have eaten by this point. It's really handy when you end up playing a game like this. It just ends up consuming a lot of time out of nowhere. Like, I think I got this game in like mid-October, early October. I might have got it around my birthday, I can't remember. And I've already logged in like 220 hours in this game. It's seriously been an obsession. I keep thinking like, oh, I should play something else tonight. And I'm like, yeah, but I still got some stuff to work on. Yeah, we're just gonna pause these. I'm not in a rush. We've got plenty of scrap. Ooh, not plenty though. Maybe I do want to start laying that out, or at least getting it. I want to wait till conveyor belts though. All right, so to get conveyor belts, I'm gonna put this on 1 while I think about this. I'm gonna have to set up basic bricks. So we're making our own construction parts. Get some copper and some rubber so I can make electronics, so I can make construction parts. 2, so I can make a conveyor belt. Upon saying that, I realize that feels a bit ambitious. So I think what's gonna happen, well, as far as using this temporary setup that whole time. I don't think that's happening as much as I'd like that. Maybe this is why I end up transitioning out of this base a little quicker than I thought I would this time. Yeah, we'll set up... Okay, we set up the mining now here. I guess we can just set up 4 conveyor belts. And I want to make sure that I want this in the right spot. All right, this is a time where we're going to take some time to pause and build. So let's look at, first of all, okay. Sorry, I was checking my population there. Just copy these over. All right, how much iron we got to play with here? So I think what we're gonna do is to try. We're just going to set this up. We're just gonna dig flat into this cliff side at first, because this is all iron. Oops. That's in ramp mode. Here, let's try that again, only flat. Yeah, let's do like this? What's that look like on the map? Yeah, that's worth hitting. Alright, cool. Let me not use right away. Oh, wait, no, that is iron. Alright, fine. So we're gonna do that there. Iron's one of these things that we're going to be using a lot going forward. So we want to produce a lot. Switch this over to iron ore. So like lately, or like so far, I've been building these pretty close to the iron deposit and pretty close. Well, the copper one I have been bringing out here, and I'm wondering about doing a little bit of the same this time. Wonder about bringing my iron over a bit. Because, well, we gotta transport it, right? Well, this is the way I look at it, and I don't know, like, we're transporting 24 iron. Well, I guess that's how much iron is coming out at the end. Okay. Yeah, let's shake it up a bit. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna slide it over. Why don't I make an iron and... I'm just gonna make a metals facility. Let's try that approach for once. Instead of having like copper and everything related to copper coming from one end, iron and everything but iron coming from one end and like converging, which is how I usually do this. Let's try kind of having the... That's gonna be a lot. That's not a lot of people. Okay, got it. Well, let's have the transport trucks do some heavy lifting here. Well, some driving around anyway. So for assembly, these are chugging down. Well, 2 of them are going to be chugging down 9. Two of them are chugging down 9. We're making 24. We're going to be using iron for a lot of stuff. Because we also need it for mechanical parts, which we'll be using a lot of, which is why I honestly might do a second one of that as well. Which pushes what, 15 and 9? Hey, guess what? That's 24. So what we're going to do with that information is we're going to... I won't commit too much to the assembly yard yet, but I do know that I'm going to want 2 of these set up. I don't need 2 of the coal maker though. And I could start digging coal, or I could start burning trees for coal. It's probably going to be good to do a mix of both. Let's pull this back, because now I'm a lot more interested in clearing this out sooner rather than later. So we have a place to build. And then this will also fuel our coal needs and our... Oh, yeah, the wood for the construction parts. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, I know there's another thing that involves wood. I'm gonna do a little more symmetry here. Oh, I don't want them symmetrical that way. I want symmetrical. I want them to mirror the other direction. I want the side that's dropping off slag. I want that to be on the inside. And that way... And then that way I can have them converge into one deposit point, so that that's less for the trucks to worry about and manage. Alright. So we'll do something where we just pop it down here in the center. Now we need the coal and wood to be on this side of things. I mean, to be fair, it's gonna... It's got a way, so we're gonna set up conveyor belts. Well, let's set this up. Yeah, I actually had in the right spot. We're gonna set it up slightly off kilter so we can have the slag deposit be on that side. So here. Oh, shoot. Need it to go down sooner. Oop. So that I can make this flat. So that I can bring this over and also make it flat. And then we'll make it connect that way. And then that leaves me in a position where I can set this up this way. We're gonna, it's up a level so we can bring the slag conveyor belt under later on. And then there, that's only one exhaust pipe, which just feels nice. I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference. Less material, I guess. So these are going to be dumping out... This one's going to be dumping out exactly enough for these 4 buildings. The other one's just going to be producing our excess. Do I want to go right into the transport balancing? Probably not. I feel like I'm probably overthinking it on that part. Because what I was thinking of doing, I'm debating on just connecting these 4 buildings straight up to 2 of these. And if I do that, then that's done. It's a closed system. They feed each other. It's a perfect balance. So like as long as iron ore is going in, it should be producing the mechanical parts and construction parts that I need. But what I like to do, because, you know, I like to use the balancers to keep everything balanced. I like to do it so like, hey, these 4 all dump into one point, and then the balancer kind of redistributes it as needed. So like, for example, all the iron ore doesn't end up on one side, and I'm produced, all this is backed up, and I'm not producing any of the parts I need. I think in this situation, though, I think what we'll do, I'm going to dedicate 1 to mechanical parts. I'm going to dedicate one to construction parts. That works. Some mining designation. Oh, right. I got to edit the area. So that should be good. Oh, I don't actually want to build these yet, though. He says, wondering why he doesn't want to. Actually, I do think I want to. I think what I want to do is do this. Where's my music? I somehow paused it. Not quite sure how. Alright. We're gonna need some storage. And then we're gonna flank it. Oh, I got... Wait, I thought that was mechanical parts. Oh, it was. It's just... when it's being cut, it defaults to everything. And then what I've learned to do is give this at least 3, and I like to do 4 as kind of a buffer. Bits of grid to just kind of breathe. And then I think we're gonna do this one differently. Okay, so this is producing 24. This is eating 15. Profiting 9 here. We'll hook that up to something else later. We'll need it. This, on the other hand, is 9. Okay, yeah, it's at 9. We'll do another one and go with 13 and a half. We always need construction parts. I forgot whatever rate do the... Yeah, okay, it'll just be doubled. So I think we'll do 2 for now. Oh, with the idea that this will eventually be 2, that's 18. So eventually it's going to be a situation like this. Because it'll be producing 18, but sorry, it'll be consuming 18. Oh, hey, what's up? Abuid. Oh, you know this game? Oh, this game's great. Seriously, this has been eating up so much of my life lately. Anyway, thanks for coming around. I think I'm going to make us a little more leeway here, so that we can get the conveyor belts in for wood and brick in the future. Speaking of which, we should probably get a wood storage. Should we? Sooner rather than later? Probably. Just throw it anywhere, it's just a temporary thing. I think both of these are ready to be built. I think this is ready to be marked as iron. The excess can go here as well. And we'll worry about conveyors in the future. Oh shoot! We're playing on Captain. And I don't have the amount of resources at the start that I'm used to. Alright, we can make it work. We got construction parts. We got this. Yeah, totally fine. I was like, why isn't it finishing? Let's pause this then. Because that's not too important at the moment. I think I have these still saved so I can copy the settings over so that they are producing construction parts, right? Alright, okay, I made it producing nothing actually. Okay, construction parts, mechanical. Delete this. We actually don't need the storage yet, now that I realize. We need the blast furnaces finished. So actually, let's just pause everything until that's done. We do need the second coal maker back here. And I gotta leave all this stuff here so that we can keep producing iron in the meantime. I basically just don't want to tear this down until we're done scrapping this setup. Okay. So we did get bricks production. We have basic refining set up. Fuel's good. Bricks are running low. Let's do bricks sooner rather than later. But let's get this these blast furnaces? Yeah, it would be furnaces. It would definitely be furnaces. I don't even know why I tried to make it work that way. Let's get these blast furnaces set up first, because then we can start processing the iron. We're doing anything dumped here. Oh, that's so far away. Right. That's why this ends up happening this way. Alright. So what I liked doing last time. How much does one of these cost? I think it's like 15. It's not. Ooh, 20, and we got none. Huh. Alright, okay, it's gonna have to be okay for now. What we're gonna do is, once we have a little more construction parts to play with, we're gonna set another one up here for dumping. And we're just gonna make a ramp in this back here. That way we have plenty of room to utilize this space. And also, it doesn't really conflict with our iron mine as much. I guess we could bring it up here. Let's do we'll do a ramp here. Which means, hey, I need you to peel some of these back as well. And then we're gonna bring the copper out here once that's done. And we did get basic refining. I'm gonna slow the game down while we figure this out. But we can't do anything with this yet because we don't have construction parts. I could set it up, but I'm not going to because I don't have planning mode activated yet, and I'm just so worried about building it and then leaving it and like planning it out, thinking that I've just left the blueprint and finding out that it's been building and wasting resources. So, oh yeah, we do need to deal with wastewater as well. Oh wait, no, we don't. That's something we'll deal with in the future. It's not right away. Okay, so this okay, that makes sense. I'm like, why isn't that? All right, well, because we don't have it built yet. If this is running, it's gonna get backed up. So let's prioritize these two builds next. That way the exhaust can be let out and this can run, giving us some iron and hopefully some construction parts. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, we're making parts. All right, cool. I was going to be really embarrassed if we got into a death spiral that early because I just wasn't paying attention to my resources. Which I feel like is what ends a lot of my runs and I will mess that up on stream at some point. I'm going to wildly overvalue, I guess undervalue, how many resources it takes to complete a project and then wonder why I have none left. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try my best to avoid that, but no promises. Construction parts? Oh, I don't remember that one. Stockpile products. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, we can do that. I can do... One thing I also kind of wanted to do this time is have like a storage yard. I've been doing a lot of just ending my assembly with a storage facility, and then it gets full and gets backed up, and that can be annoying if it's tied to other products because then they back up even though I need more of them. So I'm just gonna do more to have like a central storage area. And see if that's helpful. For now, though, I'm not gonna rush that one because construction parts are still are a precious resource. We are going to process the iron ore. Get a lot of workers. I'm gonna pause this for a bit so we can get some unity in, and so also I don't have to worry about suddenly having more people than I can feed. Okay, cool. We got a smokestack set up, correct? Yes. It's just waiting for product now. Got the starts for copper, for oil. Oh, we do get fluid storage. Great. Let me bump this up. Working on rubber. They're working on clearing this out for us. So I want to get a second tree harvester. We have a lot of vehicle parts. I don't think tree harvesters are too expensive. 30 as opposed to 40 and 20. Huh. I think I'll win at least one more with 2 trucks to go with it. Can I do that? Yeah, 30, 40. Yeah, I can do that exactly. That way we can just clear these trees out a bit quicker. And specifically make room for our construction projects. Rainwater harvest. Oh yeah, that's already gonna do that sooner rather than later. That's something I did in one game. I'm just gonna tuck in a rainwater harvester in the back here. Then just have it collect water in this early game. And I'm actually wondering maybe if I do want to do that. No, I don't. The only things you use water for, you're gonna use it for bricks early on. We don't have irrigated farms for a while. We're gonna use it for copper, but this is in small amounts. What we'll do is, because it has a really built-in small tank, and I think that's the air shoe I've been doing. We'll give like a storage buffer to that, basically between the rainwater harvester and the production facility. We'll just have a buffer that way. When it rains, we make sure we catch as much of that water as we can, so we don't have to wait for the next rain. How's construction parts? Still struggling. We're getting there though. Bump it up to 3. What are you going? You're getting brick. We got plenty of iron. You have more than enough mechanical parts. Oh, yeah, full output. That's a good point. It's like full output. It means that it doesn't need to make more maintenance. All right, we'll give you 2 trucks. Synthetic rubber. And then that'll take us into construction 2, which will take us into conveyor belts into storage, if my queue is correct. All right, doubled up on iron now. We should probably... Well, we need the coal maker finished. And we'll start mining out some coal here real soon, but... Oh, hindsight, maybe I just... Oh well, already done. Oh, I guess the excavator ran out of fuel. Alright, those are the wood tricks. Getting there! Okay, that's started. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna get one of these going. And one of these going. And then I can't do vehicle management yet, so I can't start a route. But I shouldn't need it. We're gonna get the wood stored there. Hopefully that's gonna pull it to the... Hopefully it's gonna pull from here to there. I think it should. I basically just don't want them driving all the way back here if they don't have to. Doing fine on mechanical parts. Do I want to pin anything? Yeah, let's pin mechanical parts. This is something that mechanical parts is something that I have learned that I want to keep an eye on. At the bottom, because they are really important for a lot of things, especially maintenance. And they take a lot of metal to make. And so if you end up short on metal for a bit, you can really quickly burn through your mechanical parts and end up in a very bad spot, because without maintenance, stuff starts breaking. Is there anything else I want to track right now? I'm going to want to track electronics for a similar reason. Too early for sulfur. Don't need to track slag. Don't really need to track water, waste. Yeah, I think we're good. Huh. Yeah, we're good. Alright. And so we got another facility making construction parts. That'll help. Well, that'll help that come together quicker, because then the, at least they don't have to drive as far for the wood, but I guess they're just gonna still need to drive kind of far for the brick. Oh well. We'll make that the next thing we work on. Which will be actually interesting. I have not been in this situation before, but with the route that I'm kind of going with this, what we could do is we could do like a brick production facility in the middle, and then a copper facility next to it. I don't know why my camera does that. That's interesting. It's probably, anyway, and that way the copper and the brick can share the same water resource, because they both need to use water. Copper needs to use it for electrolysis. I think I said that right. Electrolysis. Yeah, electrolysis. I said it right. I know what I'm talking about. We need water there. And then brick, I think, just needs water. I don't think it's like a second. Yeah, it just needs water. And coal. Cool. Stuff's starting to get built there. Let's do brick sooner rather than later. Actually, I'm going to pause for this. I'm going to have exhaust. How are we doing on exhaust so far? 24. 24 is 48. And 6. Alright, so that puts us at 54, which these only take 60. So we're going to need to make it a... Oh yeah, obviously iron's backed up. Duh. So let's put this on a different one. This produces 12. Does copper, by any chance... No, it does not produce less exhaust. But that's fine, because usually we need less copper anyway. So I think we can just do 1 and 1. And be happy with the results of that. So it's just the copper ore. Now, how do I feel about that drive? Really, it's not the end of the world. Like, something's gonna have to drive far. That's what I've realized about getting electronics, because those require copper and rubber, into the same area as, like, mechanical parts, which require the iron and steel. Something at some point is going to have to go kind of far, make the trucks move a lot, use a lot of gas. I'm going to do electrolysis. I believe one of these is 24, and then this process is 24 down to 20. And then I think this we can still double up. Yeah. So it's not perfect. When we unlock acid production, we'll be able to get a little more efficiency out of this conversion. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. We do it this way. Right. 24 produces 24. Let's flip these. And let's molten channel. Just make a nice T shape here with a little bit of excess. And then I think what I like to do here is just gonna flip it. Leave it unconnected for now. I think 3 will be fine here. And the same thing on this side. We're just gonna flip it. And then I cut instead of copied. And then that should put us in a situation where these two are nice and lined up, and then it brings it down to put out the copper here. Right, I'm gonna need water as well, and exhaust. Or coal. Alright, let's do this here. Boom. Oop. Ooh, bastard. All right. Copper is set up. Not set up, but we need to figure out how I want to do the water. These rainwater harvesters. I think what we'll do for now is we're gonna do 2 of these. Oh wait, I think it. How many does it recommend? Oh, it just says 1. I think later on it says build 2 for. This is taking 6, and then this is 6, and so we're chucking down 18. So a tank of 30. All right, now we'll try this and see how it works. I want these side by side. Just oh, actually no, we don't. We want a 1 space gap for symmetrical reasons, because that's important. We can tuck this nice and close, and this is that buffer I'm talking about. So like right now, and this is the first time I've done this. It's taken me this long to figure it out, because right now these only have a tank of 30, right? And so after 5 ticks, or actually I guess after 5 minutes, because this is currently set to equalize it out to a minute. Really, we're taking down 4 every 40 seconds. So in every minute we're taking down 6, 6 and 6. So the fact that this was 30 and 30, we were gonna suck that down pretty quick. So we want to make sure that we are filling this container, which can go up to 180 along the way. And then we're just gonna do a nice. Oop, wait, that's gonna block a conveyor in the future. Let's do a pipe over here. Yeah, we can block that. There's really not much reason for me to not. Let's do this. To not just bring this like over here and get it out of the way a bit. Water. Shoot, I just did the same thing again. Water. We're gonna go up now. Oop. And now we'll go down. And then we don't care about it on this. Actually, we do, kinda, because now we need to go up. And then down. Oh. We don't want to get in the way of the bricks. So actually, let's stay up. Tuck it against this, and they'll go down. All right. So that's water for the bricks. I don't know. How are the trucks going to feel about trying to get back in? Oh, they don't know yet because it hasn't processed. Can they get back? Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to get back here. Let's build that. So then we'll have wood and brick production in one spot, which will make the construction production significantly more efficient. And maybe we'll just turn this into like double mechanical parts or something back here for a while until, oh, that's almost gone. Wow, we can just destroy it after that's gone. Or we can just destroy it sooner and refine whatever little bits left over here. These can obviously still accept scrap. We just don't have it set for scrap. I think we're looking pretty good. Again, hitting a construction part shortage. Knew that going into it. Not too concerned. Potatoes are a wee bit red, which I don't like to see. We got plenty. Check some of the... You know it's a good game when it has tons of graphs. I actually haven't looked at some of these other ones as much. This is kind of useful. I usually just come in here and look at products or fuel. I haven't actually taken the time to look at these other tabs. are we gonna have enough workers for this project? I think that might become an issue. It should be fine. We got 40. But we don't have much natural growth at the moment. You know what? I'm still gonna turn on the beacon. We're gonna have to feed them. But this is probably gonna take us like sub 20, and the next project's gonna take a lot more. I just remember we're also getting. Just remembered. Do we need to have copper yet? We can't really do anything with the copper. Let's pause that since we're trying to save on parts. We just need the brick. Because until we can get rubber, the copper doesn't really do much on its own. Which we'll get rubber set up next. We'll start refining that. Boy, I might want to get this ramp going sooner rather than later. Alright. Hey guys, I know I told you to do all this stuff. Can you, like, take 2 seconds to hyper-focus on this little area? That'd be great. Thanks. What's the height up here? 10, okay. Another thing I changed in my other game that I want to play around with, one of the settings you can do is you can actually change, in addition to the resource size, like the height of these plateaus and stuff. So it's like, alright, bigger resources, but also make the cliffs taller. Problem is, later on, when I got the seawater pump, it actually caps out at 11. But because I had buffed it, I couldn't use it on this whole second tier, let alone the third one. So that was creative. I actually had to, because it bumped it up to 15. So to, I think I would have been here-ish with it. I actually had to start from 15, level it out, and then dig down at the very end into this cliff so I could get it down to sub 11. What's up? That's my cat. Alright. Bricks are being produced. And then once we get conveyor belts and storage, which actually we'll need electronics to do, because electronics are required for construction part 2. I see someone actually wants to make her presence a little more known. I haven't had cats for a stream, so this is going to be really interesting if I end up, hopefully end up doing this more. I had the Dagoos when I was streaming in Japan, but they didn't exactly interrupt it. Well, they did once or twice, now that I think about it. There was once or twice where I was streaming Shadowverse, and I looked at my camera to notice that one of the Dagoos had gotten out and was running around behind me. Okay, we're getting plenty of water, and see, like, this is already making 30, and I guess the tanks don't have it. Okay. Huh. Is a rainfall 30? Oh, it tells me. Okay, averaging out 5 a minute. Averaging out 5 a minute, and I need 18? Well, averaging out 10 a minute, just under. Alright, but right now we're only sucking down 6, so we should be fine! New set of refugees. Not too far from our cap yet, so I will let that keep running. And we have a lot of construction parts coming in now that we've focused. Ironically, I could not focus on the word focus. Now that we focused all our production on our construction parts here, they're coming at us a lot faster. Let's get a quick crude oil refinery set up, because that is important. I've learned, like, I mean, food, you gotta watch food, obviously, but, like, fuel can sneak up on you, and that can spiral hard. So we're going to... Okay. So, something I've been doing wrong up to this point is being like, alright, 54. I have to hit that number. No, I don't. I don't have to hit that number. I can just say, alright, cool. We're only going to send 18. Oh, 18 plus 18. Alright, so there we go. So that is 26, 27. No, it would be, sorry, right, it'd be 36. That's the number I'm looking for, 36. And so that means 36. I know that, basically, I know 4 of these equals 54. 36, makes you, maybe my math's wrong. The heck? Oh, 3 of these would equal 54. Well, no wonder I've been backing him up this whole time. All right, I don't know why I had it in my head that there needed to be 4 for this. 3's doable, and will keep us with some like balance. This is another reason why I wanted to stream this game, is like sometimes just taking a second to think about, like, say something out loud makes you realize, wait, that's a terrible idea, or wait, that math is completely wrong. All right, so we'll set these down to here, and then do we want to just run a wastewater pipe? Or is it too early to dig out a trench for a pipe? I don't believe it is, because I know we'll be doing... I know this will be here for a bit. Like, this is going to be here until we pump out most of this oil. So why don't we take the time to actually bury this pipe? Do I have... I don't have a lot of vehicles. I still don't have coal set up. Do we really want to be dedicating an excavator to just burying a pipe that's not really conflicting with the traffic zone anyway? Yeah, alright. I think we'll just leave it as is. Stuff can go around in the meantime. And I'll just get a ramp set up here in the near future. Whoopsie. Let's go around. Totally fine. I'm just gonna end that here so I can... There we go. I don't know why for these you have to select a recipe. I don't know why. Oh, maybe because one of them pollutes. Maybe that makes a difference. Sometimes it's like, yo, dog, we're gonna start with everything ready to go. Just dump whatever you want in us. We'll produce that. But this one starts off with them all off. I guess I could just be running multiple. I don't know, huh? Anyway, it's really annoying because a lot of times I just plop one down and then find out it wasn't actually pumping that whole time. In this situation, it's a 36. Let's just pop a smokestack on the end there and call it good. And then we're gonna get a fluid storage set up. And we are going to ban trucks from picking up here, because that is a mission we will get in a bit to do. And also it's a good idea. Wait. No, sorry. I got it backwards. I'm not gonna have him drop off here? I don't know. Actually, we'll just leave it alone and let it... Well, I'll just wait for the mission to show up. Bricks aren't being produced. We're waiting on dirt. We don't have enough dirt. That makes sense. We don't have... I was just talking about a construction project that would involve dirt. Alright, never mind. I guess we are going to do this. Because it's that, or it's just dig a hole. What I could do is, instead of making this a ramp, we could make this a... We could, like, carve something out. That would give us some dirt. But sometimes I figure out, like, the best... Like, obviously, we can just dig anywhere and find dirt. Like, that's kind of the beauty of dirt. And so things I'll do is, like, I'll have my excess dirt from my other mining operations drop here. But early on, I guess we just need to, like, dig into it, like, straight up. Is there, like, a place I can dig in that will... Oh, you know what? I think this is why I end up starting one of these leveling projects sooner rather than later. That makes a lot of sense to me now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start digging into this hill and use that to get our dirt. And then later on, after we've done that, we'll theoretically have a nice spot to build stuff on. I don't care if we go out into the water because it's just a mining designation, so it shouldn't do much there. Stop this, like, here. We'll figure that other stuff out later. We don't really need to mess with that. Cool. And then I can run this in slow while we do this. Get a mining tower set up. I'm gonna edit the area. I'll put up the 2. And I'm actually gonna need to get some more vehicle parts here soon. But let's get another excavator. That's really it, if that costs 40. Alright. Okay, iron's backed up. That's because... Why is iron backed up? Oh, okay, because it's... There's no more room for it to produce stuff. I mean, to be fair, we don't have a storage thing set up, that's why. Let's get these set up. Honestly, we're gonna need to just get this whole thing set up right over here. Let's just get all this set up, and then I'll start destroying this stuff back here. This has to be almost done. Yeah, it's close enough. And then, oh yeah, I was gonna turn this off of construction parts. Let's switch this over to mechanical parts for now. So actually, I said that, but let's pause these two for now. Let's focus on construction parts and storage. Still waiting on dirt. I'm gonna need mechanical parts, a lot of vehicle parts soon. Whew. Mechanical parts and electron. Oh, hey, we're working on that. Can we prioritize? So this is a good example of Unity right here. It's like, hey, can I just like use some Unity, spend some Unity real quick to make this happen quicker? That'd be great. Actually, I realized I don't need to do this because I was like, oh, that way I can start pumping into the facility. No, it doesn't matter because like, this is going to take a while to build anyway. So I'm going to fill this whole pipe full of 4 oil and then they'll stop working again. I haven't done it yet. I could bury this pipe real quick. Also, I guess we weren't producing construction parts at the rate I thought we were. I mean, this is what I said was going to happen, wasn't it? That we were going to have, that I was going to overestimate the resources we had for a building project. It'll be a lot worse in the future, but... Okay, good. I'm liking that I have this tank here. That's working out just like I wanted it to. I think it helps that we're not... Oh, we finally made bricks. That we don't actually have the copper set up yet. I know, right? We're gonna copy these over to here. I don't know how that ended off by a little bit, but whatever. Make some room. Oop. Thanks, cat. It's kind of nice because when I stream for work, I have to sequester her for professional reasons, so she doesn't interrupt. Did you just pause my music? It's a real bad habit of stepping on the keyboard. Oh, it's needy, baby. All right, this is the. Oh yeah, and this is actually when I would pause myself anyway. I'm gonna pause this so it stops bringing in chunks of people. I'm sorry, baby, but you need to move over here so I can see the screen. I paused that, right? Yes, I did. I don't like how it's balanced that way. Let's balance it this way. And so this is going to be producing electronics. We're just going to take copper and rubber. Change this over to excess copper. And then so what we'll do after that is we'll have a storage facility for electronics. Probably don't need that far out, but again, I've just learned to leave a little bit of room for buffer. I know they're gonna patch to have like vertical conveyor belts here soon, but in the meantime, getting conveyor belts to go up a level, that can take up a lot of space when they need to cross over each other. So then this one's gonna be construction parts 1, electronics. I don't really need that yet. Then we'll do another one here. That'll be mechanical parts? Mechanical parts. Okay. This is a different approach. This is definitely new. I haven't done these exact little clusters yet. We'll see how they work. I've tried a lot of approaches to a lot of problems so far, and all of my solutions seem okay. Like, there's still tons of room to learn and experiment with this game, which is part of the reason why I wanted to stream it. Working on conveyor belts, we're getting there. I do have a lot of people. I could be popping down more labs, but like, we don't. What's my Unity cap? Oh, my Unity cap's 44. Actually, okay, I guess we do have a lot of Unity. Oh, but that would require construction parts. A good chunk of them, too. Alright. Stick to the plan. Oh, and then I also want to get a storage down for bricks. Let's do it like... Yeah, let's do it like there. And we'll pause this one as well. I'm not in a rush on any of this. One of the things I like about this game, being like one of these logistics simulator games, is that it you don't start with, you get construction belts in like tier 2, or construction belts, conveyor belts like tier 2. Like, they're not your default. You have to start with the trucks. It's a lot like Surviving Mars with the drones. You give them mission, like, assignments, and they go off and do it. And then you actually, once you've kind of done a bit of that, then you get the conveyor belts to, like, just make things easier for trucks, really. Dump wastewater. We already have that happening, right? Oh, it's not. Okay, wait. Yeah, we need that to happen sooner rather than later, or it is going to back up. It'll figure itself out. We're not hurting for diesel. We're not hurting for diesel. And so if it backs up for a bit, I'm not too worried. Hang on, 2 bricks are getting made. Where are you taking this? Oh, to the coal maker. Yeah, that's fair. Again, once this is done, we'll... Oh, which, you know, it's gonna take a bit. You know what? And I need the parts too, and the jobs. Let's tear this down. See, that's 121 parts we can return, and that's the one less truck going back and forth. Yeah, we'll just make the transition. So what I'm gonna do is just set these temporary to include, well, not temporary, I'll just have these also do scrap. And then we can, once we are ready to build these, then I'll delete this and move the maintenance depot over. I'll probably move the vehicle depot over at the same time. Yeah, for some reason I thought these were cheaper. Maybe they get a discount later on with like Tech U unlock, because I could have sworn they were 15. Or maybe I'm thinking of what they cost when you deconstruct them. I'm thinking of what they cost when you deconstruct them. There we go. Okay, we got conveyor belts. Which will require construction parts too, before I get too excited. Which will require rubber and electronics. We got both of those. And we're making construction parts 1. So if we're making construction parts 1, we can just set one of these up. Let's see. We output 6. I think this stays the same with construction 2 as well. Oh, sorry, I think it doubles the same. All right. So we'll be producing 12, and then we'll be turning 12 construction parts 1 into 6 construction parts 2. So what I'm thinking of doing. Oop. My headset's dying. I'm prepared. Or maybe I'm not. Oh, there we go. Do I want to keep doing this flanking thing? So what I like about the current situation... I actually don't really know. I said that like I had something to say, but then I thought about it, I'm like, actually, I'm not 100% sure if I like the current situation. Let's, even though we're going to pause it right away, let's at least hook these up so we can get a visual idea of what we're dealing with here. And then we want this to not be construction parts, it's just electronics. So what I'm thinking of doing here is like one over here and then one into here. And then repeating that on this side. And then we'll figure something else out for the rubber. Yeah, let's force the pause. And then we're okay. How many are we producing? We're producing 8. How many do we need to make construction parts too? Copy this forward. Oh, we only need 4. All right, that's good news. Okay, so how do I want to handle this? Because, like, we definitely want to use as many conveyor belts as we can. So let's do the same thing with the iron here. So that the trucks are less stressed, basically. And then we'll do this over here. Luckily, this just takes iron, so it's nice and easy. Actually, good thing we haven't built this one yet, because I want this up here. Incompatible port. Oh. Sure. Stuff can go around until we can get a ramp down. I'll move it one over just in case the ramp has trouble getting in there. And then build this back out to here. Okay, so that's the bricks. Just, you know, taking care of themselves, right? Like, trucks don't have to move them. There should be a supply when we need it, where we need it. Oops. Okay, now let's do the same thing up here before it starts getting built. And then I can do something similar with wood here. I can try... Shit, I mean, if I do that, we're really not going to put a ramp in there, huh? Is that the worst thing? I don't think it is. Move this back here so we have enough room for the ramp. Put one here. Run one here. And wood is one of those things that we always need more of, so don't necessarily need to delete that one to make room for this one. All right, cool. So that's construction parts 1 dealt with. Done. Great. Wonderful. Now we're going to want these. This is producing 6 and 6. And so yeah, we're going to want 2 of these. Maybe what I do is I just run them up the side like this. Let's bring this back a bit if that's the plan. Let's bring it like back to here. Let's try something a little different. We're gonna bring these in like this. And then extend this one. Oh, right. I see what's happening. And then this is gonna be like this. And so like they should be, the trucks will be able to reach. Oops. If it's only at least if it's only one way. I think they can reach from further than that, but I know they can reach if it's one way. So let's put half of ours. Oh, this got built backwards. This will put half of our construction parts in the storage, half of them go towards being upgraded. I like that because we need them as we're starting out, but we also need construction parts too. And now normally I'd be like trying to cart electronics in, but can we make a conveyor belt for electronics here? That would be handy. I haven't done this before. Can I? Let's turn off snapping. Is this gonna do what I want it to do? It's not now what I want it to do. Okay. And then we'll do something where... Okay, how much of these move? 1 second, second. They're moving... Is one thing a second. So it takes 4... Okay. Just trying to get a sense of if it's worth to do a second one. I think it is. So it's not so much a throughput issue as it is a... just kind of having... I guess they can't really back up or have any sort of redundancy issues, can it? And I just realized, how the hell are they supposed to get to this iron storage now? I kind of buried that. Whoops. Okay, what we're gonna do, I still like what's happening here. Can we put 2 in here? Oh, I guess that would be a copy. So like obviously they can't connect. And obviously we would need to actually move this one further up. Oh wait, which would require us to move everything one further up. So let's do that. And then that way these can get in here. Okay, game. Ah! Sigh. Alright, that needs to be construction parts though. Okay. And we are accomplishing the same thing. It's unfortunate we already have to tear this down. And this didn't end up... A bit of wasted space here. This didn't end up being... Well, I guess it's... Here. This will make me happier. Let's move these back. And then that wasted space kind of just feels like it's buffering to keep these in, like, line. And actually, this might be another reason to merge this down to a single, because I think that's the only way, yeah, I think it's the only way I'm going to get across here. Let's do this. Bring this down. And then, yeah, we're not going to worry running a second line. We're just going to run it like that. Run this up to here. You want to run them back down just to be kind of silly, or are we going to have the issue here of getting to the copper? I don't think we'll have that issue. Or at least not. Copper's a weird thing to store. So unlike... It's like iron you actually use for stuff. Copper you don't actually use for anything. Except for electronics. Let's check. We're going to right-click copper. Oh, well, like PCB, but this is like later on. Like all this stuff is way later. So like... Oh, it must be off of the check mark. I'm like, those numbers don't look right. Okay, so basically, we don't really need to store copper. There's not going to be a reason to have... Now, we could have a copper buffer, which, saying that out loud, we almost certainly want. Like, iron we will actually pull out of storage. Like, that gets used for vehicles and stuff. But, like, copper, let's just... Instead of doing this the way that I was thinking... Though I do like that we did it that way, because that inspired me how to do it with the others. We are going to tuck this in. And then have it bow back out. And then that way, just like with the water I was talking about before, we have like a little bit of just a storage buffer. If it runs low for a bit, any excess that it had produced earlier can flow out of here. And that's still copper. Okay, good. And that will be reachable. This, can I just... Yeah, okay, good. That was a unity delete to speed it up. Oop. I did that because I wanted to get this down and out of the way before I forgot. Okay, see if this looks right. We'll try it out. It's definitely new. It's definitely not something I've tried before. See, one thing I don't like about this kind of storage system. Oh, what's up, Inato? Is that the best boy, bondboy? He's silly. Oh, Nat, what's up? Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, Shinato. I have not. That's a new username for me, but I have not seen that one. How are you? I will. Let's pause this stuff. Up. I said pause. Whew. Doing an all-nighter? Oh god, what time is it there? You are my all-nighter, buddy? I mean, it's only like 9 here, and this is my first time streaming in a while. I don't know if I'm gonna make it much past like the 2.5 hour, 3 hour mark at this point. It's 2 a.m. It's not that bad. That's not that bad. Are you doing all-nighter to like actually get something done, or are you just doing an all-nighter? Okay, we're gonna rerun the electronics plan back. And then electronics are a thing that we will use as far as words. As far as we will they get used for other stuff like maintenance, science. Like trucks will be pulling from this as opposed to they wouldn't be pulling on the copper. So we'll just have, this doesn't need to be part of a buffer system. We're just gonna have it do a 50-50 split, which means, you know, we'll be underproducing here until this gets filled up, and then we'll be overproducing it. It'll work out. We can do a balancer later in the future. I'm not too concerned. Probably should be, because I feel like a lot of my builds get way out of balance. Really to watch you? Aw, just kidding. Uni work for tomorrow's class. Oof. Been there. Flashbacks to freshman year, discovering how useful energy drinks were for getting a paper done that was supposed to be done last week. Alright, electronics. This is gonna be shitting out construction part 2. I just realized. Okay, we'll do this split differently. We'll actually have these go. Oh, we'll do something different so that we can make sure that they can get to the box, to the warehouse storage container. There we go. We're that way they can get there. So we'll do something where we like split out with the construction part 2. What are you stuck doing? Oh, you want to get there, but you manually can't because you're scared of the shadows. You know what would probably save us just a little bit of headache. Just a little bit. We're gonna make this a 2 because the trucks can go under 2. So we'll just do like that, and then we'll bring it back down. So, okay. I guess we'll do this, and then there we go. That looks better. Then once the storage gets unlocked, that'll unlock the loose storage, and we can start setting up for the ores and the coal and the dirt. And then actually, I think that puts us in a good spot to start actually building this out, which we should probably start doing some of this now I think about it. Let's invest in things that help us with construction parts 1 first. So let's get our... Oh, we can't do any of this. I guess what helps us get construction part 1 into 2. Okay, so what we need are electronics. We need this and this to be built. Or at least one of them. But now they can manually get in there and give these things product if they need to. How's this going back here? Do we get all this set up? Yeah. Disable truck import. That's what I thought. Okay, so we're disabling import. And let's just keep it a little bit empty. Find another storage if you need to. Should be enough diesel for now. Oh, good. Ship dock. Okay, cool. So ship dock repair is next, like I thought it was. And then we're going to start getting some storage set up. Let's try this. Let's actually try keeping the coal burner in the long run. Do I like that idea? How much? It takes a lot of wood to produce, like, no coal. Like, 8 coal, we burn through that. I mean, that's not, like, it's not even enough to power 1 of these. It's taking down 18 wood to do that. Which early on, that's fine. We don't really use wood that much, but then it, you know, you start needing it. Oh, see, this is what I mean. This is what it does when I'm not paying attention without planning mode, is I put these ghosts down. Yeah, just quick remove it. And I don't remember to pause them. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. I was like, oh, maybe we can like supplement our coal with some like, no, we'll just dig up more coal. That always is a sustainable response. Alright. Boom, boom. And then these ones will need to go this way. One's gonna need to go over here. One's gonna need to go over here. And then on the opposite side, we're gonna try to see how much... Ooh, are you gonna do something? Don't like that decision. Let's do this. And I'm cool with that. Again, we need to pause everything. Where do you want to... Oh, you can't get there? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't go there. Oh, because you need to extract that iron. Ah, shoot. Or auto, anyway. Alright, we're gonna move this ghost for a second. We're making electronics now. Are we making construction parts too? No, because we would need this to make construction parts too. So let's make those. Oh, and let's get brick and wood and... Oh, that's the mechanical parts. I'm like, where? I honestly was like, where did that whole facility go? Oh, to tell me to make vehicle parts. Yeah, we should probably do that sooner rather than later. I'm really asking a lot of my trucks right now. Don't have a place to deposit. Oh yeah, we don't have rubber yet. Oop, well, we're not researching anything at the moment. Where do we want to go from here? We're already kind of in a backlog. Hi, from the truck union. You were overworking us. I'll think about it next quarter. Maybe? But we got things to do. I'm not gonna have enough to build a captain's office yet. Probably what I want to do is get the groundwater pump irrigated. I want these three things ASAP. These are all very useful. The fuel station is great because you can basically assign a truck to take fuel to the excavators so that they don't have to come get fuel every time, which is making me think that I should probably... It probably wouldn't hurt to, like, store some fuel over here. Let's do it right here. And, hey, let's say keep that somewhat full, and we'll keep it unpaused. And then this storage... What if I were to say, hey, this here, this is going to be coal. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that, we're going to make it a 2 again. We're going to bring it back down so the trucks can get under there. And, oh, it's just delivering the rubber. Got it. It's like, how are we building anything? We don't have construction parts too. And this is one of those spots where I'm going to be like, for symmetry reasons, can I get this over here and not have it look stupid? No, I can't. All right, so giving up on that, I will think about, because I suck flat. Dump that there. And so what I like about this is if I set this to coal, I'm actually really liking this because maintaining coal is such a struggle with like various plants. But what would this be? This would be iron ore. But in this system that we've just set up here, like we have 3 facilities all sharing one coal line. Like the trucks just need to get coal here. Which reminds me that oops. I need to assign something to here. Just give it a truck right now. We don't really have a lot to spare. In fact, let's knock a truck off of you because we're backed up. Okay, it has... Okay, so it's just waiting on construction parts. That's waiting on brick. Brick is waiting on dirt. All right, and that's why we just sent something over here. Okay, I guess you will get 2 to start off with. To start being our dirt. Oh, we got the ship dock repair as well. Good. Oh, I guess, right, because we ran out of research, so I figured that. There. What I don't like about this is construction parts is currently separating mechanical parts from electronics, which there's a lot of stuff that use both of them. But I think that's fine. I think what we can do is let's take mechanical parts in a different direction. Like maybe let's turn it perpendicular. Or something, or maybe we can keep it going straight. I just don't want it to start colliding. But the point being, we can just set a route here, or honestly, maybe even I keep going with this conveyor belt. Actually, you know, I said that before about how it's kind of in the way, but this exchange, actually, no, this will work out. Cool. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a situation like this, maybe more like this. Anyway, the point is we're gonna do something because we need electronics and mechanical parts for a lot of stuff. We need it for vehicle parts, maintenance, lab equipment, construction parts, like everything that makes the entire early to mid game go at all is kind of gated by those two. So we will need to make sure we have a good way of getting them to the same space. Loose storage. I can't really fit this the way I like. Oh, I guess I can. I can get right there. No, pause. Oh, I can move over one more. Nope, I can't. I lied. And then we will... One more here. We don't even have copper mining started yet. Copper. Dirt. Okay, coal production is going down. Of course it is, because I forgot I destroyed that coal maker a little prematurely. Because we do in fact still need coal. Wow. Oh. Huh. Have I created a predicament? Not really, because worst case scenario, I can... Actually, not even worst case scenario, I can just do this now, because it does seem important. Oh, but we need the bricks! Ah, shoot. Iron's backed up anyway, right? Why are we digging iron? Alright. Hey, you? JK, you care about this now. And this is going to include just flatten this for us a bit. Thanks. Cool. So they should migrate over there. We'll use some Unity to clear this truck out. Oh. Okay. Right, it needs to clear its bucket. It's only 6. It'll dump it in there, and then I'll just... It's not giving me a Unity option. I think it will once it tries to dump, and it can't. Why are we making... I mean, we're barely making 1, so I guess we're not making construction part 2s yet. starting to second guess this idea of tucking this in like this, but we'll see what happens. I think what I can do to make myself happier here is they might pull from 2 tiles away. They might. This might still work, and it might be able to get in here, and I'll try to figure out other ways. I'm just feel like I'm gonna forget and block this off and then get the notification later on. So just preparing myself mentally for that day. I was about to rush this one, but we already have this situation kind of under control. So what gets us closer to actually producing construction part 2? The ones are popping out. Oh, because there's so many projects. Wait, okay, I see what's happening. Hey, I'm gonna tell you that this is suddenly a, let's say, a priority 8. Just so we can, there we go, just so we can start making some. So we can start using them. So we can start actually making conveyor belts, which will make our lives much easier. Got the gas over here now, so that'll be good. Because the trucks won't have to drive as far. Sorry, not the trucks, the excavators won't have to drive as far. Plus, we were capping out anyway, so we might as well fill it up. Doing fine on power. That's fine. Probably want to destroy this sooner rather than later. I just queue up the destroy now. Just so it doesn't keep driving so far away. And great, this is making room for our slag ramp. Which is a cool thing to say. I've said it out loud. Slag ramp. We're gonna keep making some room for us here. Still need to set up copper, but we need vehicle parts to get there. Vehicle parts require electronics. Wow, you are just being a goofy goof. Oh, you know, I am. I am thoroughly a goofy goof. Goofy and proud. Okay. Fix. Good. Construction part 2! Alright. Let's be strategic with this. Probably we want to get iron first. So that this stops backing up. And then actually... I want to get brick as well. Brick's not really backing up. Okay, watch. But see now, the trucks don't have to worry about that. And now that we've done that, we can actually probably move this back. Those 2 poor trucks are gonna get stuck though. Here, let's free the... Okay, and so we're gonna run into the same problem here, where my current plan is gonna cause it to get pinched and not be accessible. So let's do this in a slightly smarter... You get out of there then! Stop getting stuck! Just stop it! And then we'll push this up. Pause. And we'll push this up. And pause. Okay, so now our iron's nice, safe, accessible. Yay. And then this will dump mechanical parts. Mechanical parts are something we want to have. And we want to have, this is something we want to have a buffer on, but we also want to keep a... Yeah, we don't need to stockpile as much for mechanical parts. But man, we sure go through a lot. Need some of these set up for vehicle parts, which is just more iron, and electronics and mechanical parts. What if... How many electronics is it sucking down? Not a lot. What if we moved the electronics and mechanical parts storage here together? Because, like, electronics is already kind of here. Like, I could bring this down. No, I'm not liking this as much as I thought I was going to. Bring this down to make a buffer. Electronics can dump into there. We're blocking off access to the iron again, but whatever. What I'm trying to do here is make like kind of a depot where the electronics and the mechanical parts get dumped out. And then from there we can kind of have it fork back out. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting like these side by side. Or at least close-ish. Also, I think my music stopped again. I should probably fix that. No, you guys, no. Calm thyselves. Actually, we need to set up more conveyor belts. I just realized we have more parts. You know what's gonna make me plan this a lot better? Taking a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Feels so cool having a green screen now. it feels way different. Let's get my music back up. IDK was having my like, that's what I kind of like about this game is, as opposed to something like Shadowverse, or like where it's kind of visually hard to understand. Like, this is all based off of real world stuff, right? So like, what I'm trying to basically make right now is the stuff to make buildings. Like, that's it. We're taking... I like how this game handles this, too. So, like, you just generically make construction parts, which is like, you know, it kind of feels like it's missing some flavor, but construction parts are really just a packaging of wood, brick, and iron, which is like, all right, yeah, those are the parts you need to construct something. And then later on, when you develop basic electronics, like I'm talking like what you use for like a radio kind of electronics, you just add that to the original pool to make them construction parts too. So like, it's kind of a cool way to not be too specific about what you need to build a specific building, but still kind of like, you know, still feeling like you're taking stuff from the world and making it into something. In a way, I think it's sort of like Dark Souls. Yo! Okay, it took me a bit. Whoa, you just appeared from nothing, that's crazy. Are you talking about that's the Dark Souls thing, or that this game is reminding you of Dark Souls? Because One of those is a little more confusing to me than the other. Both of them are confusing to me, to be fair, but one of those is more confusing. And so, like, okay, to narrate a bit more of what's happening at this exact moment, I got this. Oh, shoot. This is why I hate when you do this thing. Why do you do this to me, game? Mechanical parts are just the game's hand wavy for like, just stuff, like, just like, I'm trying to think of what, like, because I was supposed to be like, oh, like car parts. But I'm like, actually, we have a separate thing, which is vehicle parts. But like no. But it's like, it's just like your basic like bars and, you know, valves and just gears and junk. I guess that's what's going on in the picture there. And so you just need to get like let's say we're trying to turn our rocks into metal to turn them into parts to make stuff with them. Every game is like Dark Souls. Okay, so you mean it's Dark Souls in that I can play it on PC. It's digital. You use controls. It has gameplay. Like this is how it's like Dark Souls. This song's cute. I like this one. This actually feels like a song I've heard before. I wonder if I've listened to this person in the past and just didn't realize it. Huh. Oh, right. This one's only 8 months old, so it just sounds like something I know. Okay. You get it. You get it. All right. Guys, I got it. All right. So I'm thinking of just kind of having these collect like this. And you know what? For now, I'm not going to worry about hooking up conveyor belts. I'm just going to have trucks port these back and forth. Oh, it's just vehicle parts. Never mind. Yeah, because we don't have lab equipment yet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop this in over here. Do I worry about a storage facility for this? Not really. I wish they did a size that was smaller than 180. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd like to be able to just pop down a little 60, I guess would be nice. 90, something like that. Just to put at the end of something like lab equipment or vehicle parts. Where, like, I'm not gonna need thousands. I'm not gonna need like 2K vehicle parts anytime soon, considering an excavator takes, let's check real quick, 40. Like, I don't need 1,000. Even 100, actually I guess 180 is not that much now that I think about it. Let's move this over here next to the vehicle part facility for now. We'll move it again later if we need to. That can be built. And then for vehicle parts, not for vehicle parts, for conveyor belts, we still want to prioritize. I don't want to unpause these. I actually want to do as much Unity as I can. Let's make sure we're getting wood. Wood. And, okay, so that'll help. Oh, shoot. You better let me. Okay. Do you have enough for the rest? Oh, yeah, we have a lot. Okay, let's get these both built up. And let's get this one as well. And so that should save our trucks from a lot of work. Like, a lot of work. And we will unpause this. And we'll just unpause those. They can figure it out. Pickup cannot reach destination. Which destination? Oh, you're just stuck back here. Okay. Coal is not ideal, kind of low. Oh wait, what? I thought I edited your... Oh, I edited the iron area. That's right, right. Let's get you a second truck. Let's move this over here, the vehicle depot, because it's gonna just be using this stuff anyway. This stuff being the vehicle parts, the iron. Oh, I think it uses rubber as well, which we haven't set up rubber yet. Are we burning through rubber? Kinda, not really. I still think construction parts and bricks are the biggest deal right now, and coal. But we're getting there. We'll get these facilities set up. Luckily, we still have tons of copper, so we don't need to worry about backfilling there yet. Let's get this dirt bin set up. And yeah, let's get these conveyor belts. Electronics are being produced, right? Okay, so that's a backup right now. Let's get conveyor belts to get the electronics here. And then let's also set up... Ooh! Okay, there we go. That's a weird conveyor line. I must have had to build that in like pieces or something. And so now we're just producing construction parts too. They're just getting dumped in there as well. And half of them are going to be going here. Unpause these as well. And we're going to do construction part 2. I think I'm just going to move this ahead for now, like this. Construction parts 2. We'll move it back a little bit. And I guess there's no reason to have the trucks do it. Oh, the reason to do it is that if I don't, it blocks the construction part to 1, which was an oversight on my part. I'll tell you what we can do. Okay, to get the groundwater pump, I need to get that set up. Ooh! Shoot, food is running low. Yeah, we need to get that irrigated farm stat. All right, cool. I'm glad that's getting researched now. Yeah, these need to be made sooner rather than later. Shoot. Okay, there's some water. Okay, good. Woo, it rained. That helps. Okay. I mean, no, because, like, yeah, I'd have to bring this out to here, I think. I think for this to work the way I want it to, I need to go out to here at least. This would need to come up as well, or... I'll do that after. This needs to go... I hate it. I hate when the game doubles up on the pillars like that. Alright, and then that will drop us down. Not joined if not flat. Oh, that's fair. That is not flat. And there's that awkward double. Oh, okay, got rid of it with the, or removed it anyway. All right, cool. So they're gonna split there, and then we're gonna have them. I should probably be running this at a low speed. And then we're gonna have them dump those parts into the construction 2 parts here. And again, just trying to take pressure off of the trucks so that they can do other stuff. Oof. God, yeah, we use so much stuff online here still. The difficulty spikes are real, man. This is way harder. Or I should say I'm not way harder, but I'm definitely struggling. I gotta be more mindful of how I'm starting than I normally have to be. Usually they Like usually I think the last run I did, I had the starting resources pretty high, specifically to avoid this issue. I don't like the direction our food is going. Oh, you know what it is? I think we're getting plenty of food. Well, not plenty. I think we have food. It's I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know. Is that net you net spamming like the 100 there? You know. I'm still getting used to YouTube. I stream on YouTube for work, but I haven't actually like ran a YouTube stream before, so I'm kind of just getting used to how things be back here. It be all right. In fact, can you get me food? Thank you. I think I need more food. Yeah, I actually do need probably to eat. One of the things I want to get set up is I want to get a treat stream set up and like not even bother about going the subscriber route and just be like, hey, I'm gonna stream for a couple hours. Can one of y'all buy me dinner while I do it? It's this really cool thing. I watch Quill use it all the time, where you set it up, you set up like some menus in your local area, and then people can go in and basically like donate a delivery meal for you, which I just like, that's the only motivation I need to stream right there. I don't need to hustle and grind and actually have to make cash off of this, but if I got food, oh, I am food motivated, let me tell you what. Okay, these are producing. We're probably gonna want to up these to electronic assemblies here soon, because they are a bit slow at the moment, but it's working. Just noticed that there are some conveyors under here that are still paused. So we'll see how this works. I'm gonna set this to empty. I really hope trucks can, in fact, get here, because that's kind of part of the plan with how it's currently laid out. God, we have such a bottleneck. Construction part. Okay. Okay, so like they have all the supplies they need. They just need to go faster. So let's do a Unity boost. It's gonna cost us 0.25 Unity a month. Right now we're making 1. It's gonna cost us half our Unity. Oh, I guess there's not too much reason to do that right now, because without a storage facility, the construction parts are actually backed up. Let's prioritize this. We want that sooner rather than later. Same key. Okay, and that's why we're not making more construction part 2. I see how we've ended up in this predicament. All right. I guess we'll have to prioritize both of these and like, yo guys, sooner rather than later. Let's go. Let's pull these parts like straight off the line. I wish there was always a way to do this on mass. There's a lot of tools that let you do stuff on mass. Oh, well, look at that little factory. It looks good. Thank you. Just a little tiny baby one. Starting with some of the basics. I mean, we got a whole island to fill out eventually. And then, like, also, we haven't even gotten to this. Like, we are on an island, and there is a map that we're participating on. So we can't really go to other islands. That doesn't exist, but you can like interact with their settlements and like do some explores, and you can battle and stuff. It's pretty cool. That's definitely the system that I feel like still needs the most amount of presentation added to it. But like this game is in early access. They've had update 1 and are getting really excited that they're getting closer to update 2. Like this is in real early access. I'm really happy that it's as good as it is. For being in early access. Like, real happy with it. Alright, that's moving up, that's getting up. Okay, good. I cleared the lines, so that got us some construction parts. Unfortunately, they kind of, like, divided it up between the 2 projects. Why are we out of iron? Waiting on iron ore. Right, because we turned off, alright. Let's set this here. We're gonna need to turn this on and build it. God, we don't have a lot of coal either. Do we pull back on dirt? Ah, but then we run low on construction parts. Ooh, no, that's not good. First of all, all right. I need more vehicle parts. I need more food. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, it's going south fast. What? Did we just lose the harvest? Maybe it automatically got harvested. It did get harvested. Okay, cool. Okay, we have some food there. Just not getting a lot of rain. Irrigate. Okay, we did research irrigation. Yo, you guys desperately. I need you to prioritize it. Then we can get some water set up in the back with a pump. Let's do that now, actually. Water. Something like... I'd like to keep it off the back if I can, because I know that I'm going to try to put another one next to it at some point. Let's pause that. And as soon as that gets irrigated, we'll start pumping water to it. Thank God we just got a rainfall. And hope the dirt... I know, right? I know, it's such a weird thing to be like, oh God, my dirt production. But like, we legitimately need dirt right now to make bricks, to make the construction parts, to make buildings. Like, we don't got bricks, we don't got buildings. We don't got buildings, we don't got better stuff. So we need dirt. I'll get concrete set up here soon, though. That's a way more, not sustainable, but it's definitely a more efficient way of getting construction parts made. Sustainability is like a huge factor in this game, by the way. Like, I love that part of it. So one of the factors in so Unity is affected by like how comfortable your people are. Also, their health is a factor. Health can be increased by like providing more food or providing hospitals later on, which guess what? Can't just plop down a hospital. You need to go and make medical supplies and then work out the logistics of how the hospital gets that. That's great. That's, oh boy, this game gets complicated. Point being, health systems in place. And so any pollution you generate, like for example, we're dumping our trash in the water right now. That's generating pollution. These smokestacks are generating pollution. And so that's hurting their health. That's hurting the rate at which we get new workers. That's hurting the rate at which we gain unity. So like, there's an emphasis on finding ways to recycle your waste rather than just disposing of it willy-nilly. Which I think is really cool. Which I really like that. Lots of recycling focus, lots of how can we use this waste product as something else, kind of. Like, we'll get into more of that later on, because right now we're in the real basic stuff, but that's part of what I love about this game. Unity likes Stellaris. Stellaris is one of the games I do plan on streaming. Basically, I've been planning for a while now, and I'm thinking of doing this pretty regularly, Stellaris pretty regularly, Grim Dawn pretty regularly, and we'll see from there. There's like other games that I obviously would want to play and play a little bit of. Also like all the Survivor games. I just am not really into a specific one right now, but like I played a lot of Brotato, I played a lot of Vampire Survivors. We'll probably be doing some of those on the stream. I'm gonna try to stay away from stuff like, I'm playing Monster Hunter again right now. It would be fun to stream that, but like also streaming that kind of stuff that like is demanding on the GPU. And then, you know, I say that I actually have a much better graphics card than the last time I tried to stream something like Monster Hunter. Maybe it would be more maybe it would be like smoother now, huh? But anyway, definitely Stellaris, definitely more Captain of Industry. Definitely maybe some Grim Dawn. We'll see how it goes. But kind of want to just focus on like casual strategy. All right. We got a good backlog of dirt. I'm gonna move dirt over to coal. This is a really weird like, what would this be? I want to say, like, oh, I guess like musical chairs kind of thing. Like, just this constant rotation between these three mines. But that's what happens when you only have 2 excavators and 3 mines that need to be... We haven't even gotten the copper set up yet. How are we doing on that? We still got 350 copper. We're good. We started off with plenty. I think every time we get refugees, they bring some copper with them. And I think a lot of times when we explore, we'll get copper. So we don't need to worry about our copper production too much. We also don't suck it down the same way we do with iron. Like, case in point, we are backed up on everything else and just waiting on iron, but I think that's because it keeps... No, it has plenty of coal. No, it's just missing the iron ore. You need a 3rd truck? Alright, I'll give you a 3rd truck. No, that seems excessive. It's just upset because it doesn't need more trucks. It just doesn't have a storage thing yet. God, I just realized we have very few. How many trucks do we even have? 12! Yeebish. I don't know what that sound was. I don't really know what to do with this information, but it is interesting. Like, I'm sure it's useful, which is why it's been given to me. I don't know how it's supposed to be used. Okay, we're actually gonna turn these on for, like, trucks are allowed to be like, hey, you need to go back here. And then that way we don't have to worry about setting a conveyor belt this way and making a loop to make sure that we don't just end up with a bunch here when it's needed here. Like, sometimes I need to make sure it's like part of like a continuous system. In this case, we're just gonna set these to import and have the trucks. What are you guys complaining about? What do you mean you can't? Oh. Right. All right. We're gonna move this. I don't want to do that angled idea like I was talking about before. Or maybe I do. No, because I didn't take it too far away. Let's just offset this a bit. Shoot. I could cancel this. Move the electronics up a bit more. That's the best thing to do. Right, especially since, like, okay, yeah, those are flat. So we're gonna change our mind here a little bit. We're gonna tuck this in here. And then that should make it so that they have enough room to get in here and move iron around if we need them to, which they're doing now. Great, perfect, awesome, wonderful. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. Bricks are still good. Construction parts are coming in. Got electronics. Short on iron. Okay, let's work on the system that feeds our iron here, because I feel like that is our next bottleneck. That's gonna be the dirt. Great. We're just gonna unpause. Yeah, we can unpause all this. I'll save the slag for a little bit, actually. And speaking of slag, let's start working on that ramp. Let's see, is that gonna get us a 10 pretty... I think 10, we need to get to 10. No, we need to get to 9, because that will be 10. Yeah, perfect. That looks okay. I can bring it up a bit. Let's bring it up a bit. So let's start it here. And also I need to check that. Okay, it's not competing with iron. Do I want to move it over a little just in case? Probably. Make it at least 4. Oh, that's looking better. I like it. All right. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna edit this area. We're gonna expand it here. And we're gonna say, hey, you can only dump, don't dump waste. Waste is really far away. Rock, dirt, slag. Totally fine. Oh shit. Why are you guys not upgrading this? Quick deliver. Let's get this built, y'all. We only got a year of food. I could save us. No, we're not gonna have that much storage part 1. Actually, now I think about it, we don't have construction part 1 to build a storage. Okay, that would cost 30. This only cost 40 of construction part 2. Don't support the union of truckers. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna get my comeuppance multiple times throughout this run. This is going well. Didn't really know originally if like, hey, if I'm gonna keep like, yeah, I'll definitely just keep streaming this. We'll see how far we can get with this run. We'll see if we can get farther than today, honestly, because like, damn, game's a lot harder. If we fail early, we'll restart, and I might just bump the difficulty down, because streaming and trying to play this game efficiently is a tall order. I'm not gonna lie, guys. All right, we're gonna need to do this. And then I need you to prioritize making sure we still have a maintenance depot. Oh, no. You prioritize that. Here, I'm gonna quick move that. Great. That gave us a stockpile. We're gonna quick deliver here, which took out most of it. I could quick deliver. Get the vehicle depot set up. Yeah, actually, let's do that. We're gonna quick deliver here. And then I'll just delete the depot back here. I'll use Unity to do that. Not enough maintenance 1. Yeah. I know. I'm aware. Oh, we're getting vehicle parts as well. I forgot that we need to do that soon. We desperately need an extra excavator, and some more trucks wouldn't hurt. In fact, with this 30, I might just make another truck real quick. What's your issue? You have too much coal and nowhere to dump it. Well, isn't that sad? How are we doing on bricks? We're good. All right. Oh, rubber's getting low. All right, it might be time to solve the rubber crisis. We're gonna do with wastewater. Well, not with wastewater. With diesel. Let's flip this, and then bring it out a bit. Not that far. And we're gonna have one diesel line, one line that just goes and feeds it, and then another one's gonna come back to this wastewater here. Yeah, it looks all right. And then we can just pop down a little simple storage, a little bit out, just in case we need something to fit in there later on with a conveyor belt to connect it. I'm gonna pause that, or not. Or we're gonna decide that that's a priority despite everything else that's queued. It seems to prioritize the last thing I queued up for building, which is, I only get over. Oh shoot. Thank you for reminding me that I still need to deal. This is the thing. There are like so many crises, kaisai, bad shit can spawn all at once that like it can be hard to do it all at the same time, and you lose track of one thing, and then you're like, why are my people starving? Speaking of that, we should probably get vegetable planting soon so we can get some more food. And let's get a pipe. Oh, I was gonna get this tree, wasn't I? That's what got stopped here. Can I make you guys... Whatever you need to do, just seriously, get rid of that one tree over there. It's driving me nuts. Like, also, we're really short on trucks. You guys only need one truck. We're not burning through wood that quickly. All right, we got a vehicle depot. We're making vehicle parts. Let's start with another excavator. All right. And now the bricks are plummeting, which will be an issue because we're still bottlenecked on construction parts. So we need dirt to go back to dirt. And God, I really need this excavator. Oh, okay, it's getting made. All right. Then we'll pop an excavator on coal, and we won't have to keep playing musical chairs with that. Musical mines, that's what we'll call it. Down to 10 months of food. Can you build this thing? Okay, good. They got my tree out of the way. Wunderbar. H? Yeah, H. Let's get back to cutting these trees down. 9 months! Can I, persuade you with some unity to finish this? Oh, we're one. Come on! One! Yo, can you make a construction part, please? There we go. I was 9 for a hot second. I'm just gonna spam this. It'll be 9 at some point. We need water yesterday. All right, great. And then this needs how much? No, I don't care about that. Give me the pipe. 14? Okay. Okay. Iron's running slow. Bricks are out. We're working on dirt again, though. Wood, I don't. Wood, buddy, come on. You're not here. Oh, we don't have the parts player. Like last time around this point in the game, when the difficulty all kind of my way, I was just slapping down storage facilities for wood, like, non-stop. Because I was like, well, alright, you filled that one. Here's another one. And so I had like, I think at one point I had like 12k wood. And then I went into the mid-game where I had already deforested like everything and I hadn't really set up forestry yet. And I'm like, oh, I got 12k. I'll set up like a wood burner for my power plant. I can't remember what it was, something like that. And then all of a sudden, it was a year or two later and I had 2k of wood and I was like, well, this is an issue. So, trying to have a different approach to it this time. Also, we got the fuel station just now. That will be handy. We'll hook that up. Wherever I put that fuel, it's right here. Let's do this. Yeah, and I'll, this should be the priority, though. Y'all finish this first, but I'll leave that unpaused. You know, we can get that set up sooner rather than later. Okay, we got a coal hopper. That's great. We're getting iron ore here soon. That'll be very useful. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Oof. At least we got plenty of water. You know, maybe I should have just done an export, but like we have so few trucks. I don't really want to be dedicating one of my trucks to hauling water back and forth. There we go. All right, cool. We got the pipe. All right. All right, we should start seeing more food production here to the point where I'm actually going to. I want to conveyor belt this probably. Oh, almost certainly, actually, now that I think about it. Let's conveyor belt this. Then we're going to leave room, because I think in the future, something can get out here, right? Yeah. In the future, we're going to set up another one for vegetables here. Okay. All right. We're not dead yet. Oh boy, though. Oh boy. We're absolutely destroying the fertility here is the issue. They actually do like a crop rotation system. And so planting the same crop onto the field back to back to back will cause it to lose fertility. Which is why I was like, we should probably get vegetables recorded so that we can alternate. Oh, sorry, researched. But we got a lot of our important facilities now. This is actually, you know, this is something where I would have, in my past games, I've been doing like conveyor belts and stuff, which is annoying because they always get backed up. But I'm looking at this setup, and you know, it's not that bad for a truck just to go over every now and then and top it off. Let's do that here too, so they know that they can overfill. Or something happens when you turn it on. Like, watch, when I turn on, hey, trucks are allowed to deposit here, it's gonna start pumping in the electronics. I'm not really sure what changes there and why, as far as the game's logic, but I do want them to move stuff over here. Actually, no, I don't. I just realized, no, I do not want that. Because, like I said before, I want half of my construction parts going into storage so we can use them on things, and half being converted into electronics. Sorry. Being converted into construction parts too, with electronics. Holy shit, we don't have mechanical parts. I deleted that and I totally forgot to replace it. Whoopsie! Got 14, but that's not a lot for maintenance. We do have another excavator now, which is very handy. Let's do that. We got plenty of iron ore. I'm gonna bring it back down to one truck. We need dirt. You know what? I'm doing this wrong. Prioritize building the thing that makes mechanical parts, and then after that you can turn this on as well. You can worry about like the conveyor belts and stuff. Copper's getting low. We're gonna need to do copper here soon, but the rubber's done. And food is... Wait, why is food going down? You're supposed to be going... Oh, because it wasn't transported to the facility yet. It should be going up here. Okay, good. Whew. It only counts food that's actually at a market. It doesn't count food that's on your farm. And so I think that's why that looked so low there. I'm gonna need to unpause this. I can save the storage facility at the end for a bit. I kind of am, you know, tiring out, if I'm being honest. I'm probably going to end the stream here in the next 30 minutes or so. But I would like to get this into, like, a somewhat stable place before I just leave myself with, like, a lot of problems next time I try to pick this up. Looks like electronics are back on the way up. It's probably that they're going down because of stable-ish in this economy. That's what I like about, okay, like that's kind of how this game feels to me. It's like, okay, you actually have to go and build an economy. Like, it's not just, hey, here's an economy, move some sliders around, like, or something like that. It's just like, no, you want to export household electronics? You gotta mine the shit, put it together, and ship it. Like, it's fun. It's coming together. The more we can automate this facility, the better. Dirt looks fine. That's great to see. Oh, we were short on coal? I'm trying to figure out why we're not producing bricks faster. I think we were short on coal. How are we doing on wood? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I haven't tried this before. Let's get one coal maker. Just kind of helping out here while we have so much pull on this one what am I saying? This one coal hopper, one excavator. We only got one excavator, and it's currently trying to feed three facilities. That's a lot of work. All right, we'll just do that. And so we can use a little bit of wood to help supplement that without going overboard. Like, I'm not gonna hook a storage facility up to it. That's been my mistake in the past, because then, you know, you store 180 wood, and then you run low on coal for a bit, and you come back and you just burnt through 180 wood, and you're like, all I needed to do was just dig a bit more. Which isn't the most amount of wood, but like also at the same time, there are times where you don't want to make that mistake. Cool. I'm actually really happy with how things are going. Oh, I almost rather put coal over here. I think this just takes like 2 coal. I'll just have them manually do it. Just keep it topped up. We get a crop rotation, which will give us at least the ability to plant green manure, which will help us get some fertility back. It will mean there's like downtime, like we're not producing food at this point, but theoretically we're producing more food in the grand scheme of things. What we'll do is, as soon as we get vegetable farming up, I think what I'm gonna do is do 2 bouts of vegetables, 1 bout of potatoes, and 1 bout of green manure. 1 round or whatever you want to call it, and that should be good. They seem to go through vegetables a lot faster than they go through potatoes. We'll see if we even make it there, man. 6 months of food. I think we can trade for food, but I do think it requires construction parts. It does. Oh, man. Okay, where's some of the things going on? Okay, cool. We got... Alright, I'm just going to Unity that. Oh. I don't know why it just, like, stops every now and then. Maybe that's a YouTube thing. Bricks are going in, iron's going in, wood is backed up. Iron is only backed up because it's not getting... Why is it not? You're producing all the time, right? You're not waiting on anything. Yeah, no downtime. You're backed up. Oh, right, because we don't have... There's nothing actually using your iron. Mechanical parts are backed up. That's fair. Here, let's prioritize getting that set up, and then this. Oh, shoot, we still don't have rubber. Oh, God. Every now and then I'm like, oh, we're doing better. And then I look like a little deeper. I'm like, actually, we're still in a tight spot. I still think we are improving. Okay, we're going to get this food harvested, and I think we'll be in a better spot because we have fertility going up. Yeah, we're producing 9 a minute. And they are eating... How much are they eating? This is how much I'm producing or how much they're consuming? Food is divided into categories. Trying food in multiple categories. Help benefit. The total consumption distributes across all different types of food provided. Okay. Huh. That's the food supply. So I guess... That's the rate we're... Oh, okay, there we go. 1 potato feeds 21 people for a month. We have 7. No, we have way more than that. We have 200. So I need enough potatoes. I need 10 potatoes a minute. We're currently producing about 10 potatoes a minute. Hey, look at that. All worked out. I mean, it's still close, but theoretically it should all work out. Yeah, we are burning through that coal. I mean, that's the point of coal, but still. Bricks good. No, bricks are not good. Here, let's give you a unity boost for a bit. We really need you to shit out some bricks faster, please. I might need to shut up another brick facility. That's not enough. Let's see. Well, actually, I should have done the math. All right, 24. Well, not 24. It's actually... Okay, so we're actually even. Because when this isn't boosted, it's half of that, right? So it's producing 12 bricks a minute. And these are both are only consuming 6 bricks a minute. Now what's gonna happen is as soon as we bump these up to electric, which we should do now that we have a positive on construction part 2. Now we're definitely gonna need more brick production. That, or we get concrete involved, which is probably the better way to go about this. I'm gonna queue up concrete next. Because the thing is, with construction parts, you can use... Oh, I guess it's not too good. We can use bricks and concrete interchangeably. And so what we'll end up doing is probably just do like a mixed together conveyor belt line of some kind. And that way we don't need to be making enough bricks to keep up here, because that would be a lot. It's hard to keep a constant supply of dirt, because you always need to be finding projects or just digging random holes, which takes away from your building space. It's a lot easier to keep on concrete because you just set it up over here with some coal and some limestone, and it makes a lot out of for very little. I think it takes a lot of people and electricity though. All right, are we making our own rubber yet? I really need you to work on that next. And then we gotta do copper. We are producing parts 1. We are producing mechanical parts. Do I want to get some more pickups? Let's get some more pickups out here. Those always help. And also let's... Okay, good. Every time I see that number go red and I get real scared, and then I come over here and it's like, okay, no good. Math is still good. We're fine. It goes right back up to 7 every time a harvest comes in. So we'll just get vegetable farming finished and we should be in a better spot. Nope. I didn't know. Well, that's an interesting combination of buttons that I didn't realize you can push down at the same time. Huh. I don't know how I could make use of that, but it is a cool... It's cool to, like... Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that now. It's cool to, like, swing around like that, huh? Don't have the slag output yet. That's fine. It's not producing enough slag to cause an issue. The trucks can dump stuff. We are not producing as much iron ore. Maybe you need a second truck now. That seems fair. Fuel, you're getting your fuel. Oh, we need to assign a truck here to refuel the other things. Okay, we're getting there. Stabilize rubber, stabilize copper, stabilize food. And I think we'll be in a good spot to end the stream for tonight. Which, I mean, that's Still a good bit of work. I mean, I might be on here for a bit longer. Do I want to turn off the construction too for a bit? No. No, because we're gonna start burning into those real fast. I'm just delaying some projects, but like concrete's gonna take that. I guess there's not a huge building project right off the bat that we're gonna use. But oh, and we're gonna need to get the research labs. Yeah, okay. I won't touch it. I'll leave it as it is. I don't like that we have 0 copper though. I don't like that one bit. Okay, I am actually going to. We're gonna take a break with construction 2 for a second. And we're just gonna put everything into construction 1 until I can get this rubber and this copper stabilized. That's one less thing eating electronics, which we do have a buffer with electronic. Sorry. We're not eating electronics, so we're eating less of them. Actually, we have plenty of those. I might just stop this altogether because we need some of this rubber and copper for, we don't need the copper. We need the rubber for conveyor belts. Those take rubber to build. And so I don't like being this low and maybe needing one. There we go. Okay, we're good. These guys can just pick this up manually for now. And then what I haven't done yet is set up a storage facility over here to be in charge of providing rubber. Will you let me do this? Yeah, sure. That's fine. That's what I wanted. Rubber here. Yeah, okay, that was a priority. I'll give you that. I don't think we need a lot. Yes, 1 rubber. We don't even need that. So let's bring this down to like 36. Waiting for product coal. Do we need to build a storage for the coal over there after all? It feels weird to build a whole storage facility to supply something that uses like 2 coal a minute. Might be how I have to do it though. Or what I need to do is I need to make sure that this is at least equal priority, if not higher, honestly. And we're gonna do on for this. Oh, I got you. I just need to up the priority because I think priority 10 puts it below like storage containers, and so yeah, it wasn't going to put any coal into that rubber maker until this entire bin was, well, not entire bin, but until it was that full. Hey, look at how much. Hey, look at our constructor part 1s now that I paused the constructor part 2s. That's great. And that also puts us in a good position to get this copper mine going, because that's less great. I'm gonna unpause that. Ooh, can I get slag all the way out here somehow? That would be swell if I could. But I'm not sure if I can. Let's bring it down a level. Oh yeah, okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna bring it here. Yeah, I want to sneak it in somewhere around here, wherever it's the least angry. That'll work. Cool. And then that accomplishes my objective of having just getting all of the resource in this area into one point, so the trucks don't have to pick up from one point. That was definitely a lesson I learned early on. Before, I would just be like, put for example, slag. I would have a bunch of these scattered around. Each one would have its own container, and that was a lot for the trucks to figure out, especially if you don't set up like proper import-export routes, which are complicated. I still don't completely understand the logic of them. I don't like how low... I don't like that it says 4 right now, and we don't actually have any potatoes incoming. Come on. I mean, it takes 3 months to make potatoes. We have 4 months of food. Math says people will not die. Yet. All right, they're coming out. We're good, we're good, we're good. Making rubber, fantastic. You know, I guess there's really no reason to keep the slag paused. Like, that's not gonna make or break this project. We'll get that set up once everything else is built. Oh, and I still need to set up a coal mining tower. I just realized. Ooh. Maybe we're not as out of the woods as I thought we were. Okay, let's pop out an excavator and 3 more trucks at least. We're just gonna require more rubber. That's probably where all our rubber went. I think pickups require, yeah, they require 10 rubber, so that would have caused some issues. Oh, that's why. I was like, what? There shouldn't be anything out of the area. We're not playing musical minds anymore. It's like, no, it's... I missed a little bit. There we go. Pickup has no compatible excavator. Oh, it's because I copied this. Whoops. Yes, that would cause issues. Here, you guys go back over there. There's definitely things you need to do. You guys are fine. Dirt is what it is. Coal could really use some more. Oh, God, I need more. I need so much. And we're starting to exceed our power. That's an easier thing to fix, at least. Oh, no, it's not. We're not producing nearly as much fuel as I hoped we were. All right, here's what we'll do. We're just gonna pop some generators back here. And we'll pop a second one as well. Don't know if they'll be... Oh, that's why we're going to open electricity. Right, copper plant. Okay, food's coming in just when we need it. Next harvest, like, we'll have vegetables researched in time. We can set up that crop rotation I was talking about, and I think that'll help us out. Get these generators built, and then I'll destroy this one. Oh, I can probably take the Unity boost off of the brick maker now that I realize it's actually doesn't have any dirt in it. Okay, that needs parts. Okay, it's making parts. Just taking its time. Okay, cool. Vegetables done. What we're gonna do is like what I said. Vegetable, vegetable, potato. And so now that we don't have anything back to back, like we have 2 vegetable, but it's not back to back. And so that won't give us a penalty to fertility, which will mean our fertility equilibrium will be higher. That's where it's just gonna naturally gravitate to. And then we can add fertilizer later on. But that should help us with our food issue for a bit. And then after this, the next step will probably just be to make a second farm. But because I'm not expanding too quickly in the people direction, I wanted to see how much I could do with just 1 farm feeding 1 settlement. Later on, we'll try to have more people. I'm just a lot more afraid of it at this difficulty because, you know, it takes a lot of work to make sure a large amount of people are properly taken care of. Oh, and then what we need to do is we need to make a second food market. And then this line will go out with the vegetables, and we will change this to vegetables. And I just realized that's a bunch of... That's not a bunch of 2 stuff. Did I queue up any construction 2 stuff yet? I just realized we're still not making construction. Oh, well, we had enough for that. Bricks are still low. God, we need that concrete. But that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. I just want to stabilize. I just want to get copper and rubber flow. What? Oh, right, obviously. Let's prioritize. No. Because we still need this to be also prioritized. Oh, God. Constantly are so close yet so far away from me feeling vaguely comfortable. Coal we got plenty of. I'm going to turn off this burner. No. Am I? You know what? That's a good use of the burner. Like, I'm looking at a situation right now where it's like, why even bother hooking a whole coal hopper up to this? Well, if that's the case, let's just do a little burner. Or coal maker, whatever they're called. So let's do this. We're always looking for more storage for wood, so I don't mind slapping this down. We'll try to keep it a bit full. We'll burn through wood pretty quickly, but we need it, and we'll back up on, like, 2 coal makes 12 rubber. So we'll back up on rubber pretty quickly. And once we do that, it won't stop. It will stop hurting our wood production so much. So I'm gonna take this out. Yes, cat. Do a quick delete on that. And then what actually is gonna need to happen as well is we're gonna need to quick delete this, which is risky. Because if this gets backed up and we don't have fuel, we are in a bad spot. And so before anything else can decide it's the priority, I'm going to make sure this and this get quick built so that this still has a way to dump its exhaust and doesn't get cat. Is that a cat? Have you not met my cats? Actually, this is one of the few times where they're not hovering around me. What the hell are you? I don't know. She'll make herself known. Show cat. Oh shit, we have 0 months food. 1 second. We'll show cat soon. Real quick. Do want to focus. Okay, it's because we have no... Okay, so what's happened is we have food, we just don't have a food... Okay. We're going to switch this to vegetables real quick. We're going to turn trucks on. And then this needs to be like priority 2 right now. Like, get food there, stat. Cool. And the truck's going to just move it over for us. And we're good. That was scary. Again, just a situation. Doesn't count food in the farms. Only counts food in the settlement. And there's food in the farm. Wasn't food in the settlement. And it was making vegetables. We don't have that market set up. If it had been making potatoes that month, we would have been fine. So, should be fine. Well, let's set the vegetable for a bit. Is another vegetable harvest coming in? Yeah. And then we'll set it over to potato. I mean, at some point the answer is just make a second farm, but I don't know why I'm being so late. Is lazy the right word? Stubborn? God, we're gonna need... I can only commit 2 trucks at the moment, but we are gonna need more in the future. Let's turn this to auto. That way, and we'll bring this back down to priority 10. Okay. Get us some Cooper. I really don't like how it says 1 month right now. Thank you, little truck. You are saving your friends. Jeez. Well, I guess I didn't need it prioritizing that storage, did I? I'll just get this out of the way. Use more iron. Iron is backed up by nothing right now. That's just how fast we make iron. Okay. Tons of rubber. Great. Mechanical parts are back up. Electronics are currently paused. Bricks, man, are just slow. We really need more bricks. All right, I'm gonna put a unity boost on that again because this is full again. Did I not set a mining area? Whoops. All right, let's mine some Cooper. That's a good place to start. Okay, everything's looking fine. Ish. Or bricks would be welcomed. I think it's around this time that I usually just start... Actually, I could just do that now. We have plenty of unity. Yeah, let's just cash in some wood for some bricks so we can get a rush of construction parts to finish some of these key projects before our people literally starve. All right, perfect. Dump this out. Potato. Vegetables. Priority. Needs construction parts too. Time to re-enable these facilities. So we'll be making less construction part 1, which is fine. I don't think, I mean, not fine, like, we'll still need them, but I don't, actually we have no projects. We've built everything. Wonderful. We'll produce some copper. We'll get this next set of missions done, which will, our research finished. I'm gonna... I kind of don't want to throw another wrench into our system right now. Like, I feel like we're barely keeping this together. So let's get some of this other stuff research. I could do like settlement water. That could get us some more unity. It is maintenance. I was thinking of just like getting a forestry control tower set up early. That would require another farm though. Oof. We're nowhere near our vehicle cap yet, so no point in bothering with that. Captain's office might be the way to go right now. Well, we're not really struggling in any of these areas, are we? Maintenance, vehicles. Shoot. All right, we'll do settlement water. Do we just want to go straight into housing 2 with that? Do like a small, tall settlement before we build on the plateau? I think that's a good idea. Housing 2. And then research lab. Or do I just want to get these tools that I use all the way? Yeah, actually, we're still building stuff. Let's, these are 2 tools that I really like. The terrain leveling is really handy. Basically, instead of having to designate a zone for mining or for dumping, it's just like, hey, if it's above this, it's a mine spot. If it's below this, it's the dump spot. Really convenient. And then advanced logistics control actually lets us decide like where certain things go. and where certain things only go, which is useful. And it'll just give us something to kind of research while we work on stabilizing. Because until we're a bit more stable, I don't want to just add another bit of construction, because we're barely keeping up with what we got. All right. I like that's only 4 food and we're on a green manure phase. Oh no, okay. No, there was vegetable. I might need to skip the green manure. I might just need to... what happens if I set this to potato? Fertility equilibrium of 65 versus fertility equilibrium of 72. Yeah, we need a food. Stop growing grass. Only grow things we can actually eat. I don't know where we're going to want to start cutting trees down after this. Like, there's a lot of places. We probably want to get this whole chunk cleared out sooner rather than later. We want to expand here eventually. This isn't really bothering me. You know what? I think it's this. This is the priority chunk right now. Let's clear some room for our assembly plants that are going to occupy this space. Also, it's like a huge cluster of trees right there. Look at that! Copper's going up! Construction parts going up, 1 and 2. Coal's going down, that's not great. Potatoes are going down, but we know that. Should probably get vegetables pinned. Honestly, I'm just not gonna... I keep pinning food, but then I also, like, never care. Like, I check this number. If this number is good, great. If this number is bad, which currently is, I'll visit my farms and I'll figure out why. I don't need to know that I have 2,000 potatoes. As opposed, like, I just need to know how much food I have. I don't need to know, like, it itemized. God, this is uncomfortably close. Potato. I mean, that's food. Okay, you got it. We're almost... Oh, you know what it is, and I haven't realized, is we are slowly, like, gaining people from just, like, natural growth. And so maybe that's why this number keeps getting lower each time. That, between harvests. We're in a good enough spot now that it might just be time for a second farm. Like, that might be the solution to this problem. That construction part 2. Oh, we need to, now that we're making copper, we need to start producing electronics again. Things pause, everything's running, that's a good sign. Dirt's low. Gonna take the Unity boost off. And set up concrete next stream. Coal's still going down. Do you just need another truck? I think you just need another truck. No, boy, yeah, we don't need that to fill up that much. Oh, it is. Okay, fine. At least do 54. Wood's good. Rubber's good. Oh, shoot! You need coal, too! I didn't know that. You need a lot more coal than I realized as well. Cause like that's gonna be 6, and this is only 2. But this is only produced. Oh wait! You know what? With how quickly rubber backs up, this might work out. Totally forgot there was a coal need here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, Is it gonna be? Are you gonna let me connect some way? Come on! Come on! All right. We'll use a quick delete to get that out of the way. And now I can do this and then just restore this to where it was. Because pipes don't get nearly as upset about going vertically as conveyor belts do. Low food supply. I know, but you'd be surprised to find out it's actually going up. Here's electronics again. I think second farm will be the stopping point for the night. Why are we so low on maintenance? Are you guys just not prioritizing this? Hey, this is important. Priority 7 at the very least. Like, you make sure that shit has its stuff, or things start breaking, and death starts spiraling. Okay, good. Electronics are fine. Like I said, like, rubber backs up fast because we use one, and for some conveyor belts and for the trucks, and like, we make 12, and we don't really spend it in a lot of places. So like, it's a weird resource to manage. Oh yeah, I need to show Cat before stream ends. Surprised she's not bugging me. Is anything trending downwards? Electronics are, but that's fine. Coal's on the way up. I'm gonna give this, and food's on the way up too. All right, I'm gonna give this a minute. And the cat appeared. Everything's working out. Get you under the cord. This is Izzy, who honestly has no problem being held like this. I know she is very affectionate and like very touchy. So she just really wants to be on my lap and get pets right now. Let's see if oh, here's what I can do. I forgot this is on a cat lap cam. Purring like a little baby right now. She loves this. I am gonna have to let's get you off so I can finish the stream though, and not have people staring at my crotch. Like, that's not this kind of stream, guys. That's much later in the evening. Food's going down again, but that's accounted for. What's the graph look like? Oh god! Oh, this is the potatoes. This is when we really lost out on potato. Okay. We're consuming 10. I actually don't. I'm trouble reading this actually now that I look at it. All right, so our total consumption. And then got it. So this is like all the food we needed, and then we got vegetables, so it got split between two things. Got it. That's why it just dropped all of a sudden. So they must like prioritize. I don't really know how the AI logic for the food works. Potato economy is crumbling. Like they seem to really prioritize the vegetables, but it might just be like a first come first serve. I don't know. Surprised we're having so much trouble keeping up with like that's why. God damn it, I hate when this happens. The conveyor belts were paused. Should be good now, which is good because these should be set to, you're allowed to manually fill those if you need. No, actually, there's no reason you should be manually filling these. There's not like a storage facility for overflow or something. That's good. We'll do a second brick next stream. Let's get the other farm set up. Tuck it right in. Maybe we'll bring it up a little bit. I don't want to redo that. And I don't mind being my having my farm be like, let's say, is that 1 or is that 2? That's 1. Okay, it's 1 tile off. Actually, it looks like it's 2. Yeah, no, it's just the 1. Okay, so we'll do that, and then you connect here, and then you connect here. And then we should be fine for food. And actually, we can repair the shipyard as well while I'm here. And destroy this other generator. We don't need that much power, and that's just burning through diesel. Cool! Well, I would say we have navigated the situation quite well, and have kind of pulled out of an early nosedive that I was setting us on. Oh, I just realized I put that a little too high, didn't I? Okay. I just want to get, I want to get this food in. I want to see a harvest get in. I want to see this number get above like 12. And then we'll be good. Coal's going up. That's good to see. Parts are going to go way down because we're shipping 100 parts over there right now. Rubber's going to go down because we're finally making electronics. You know what? I'm probably just going to run a quick Unity boost on these. Let's work on our electronics backlog a bit. And this is full again. Let's Unity some bricks. Oh, because you don't have construction too. Interesting. Oh, there they are. Okay, good. I'm sorry. Oh, you need a lot more construction parts than I realized. Okay, all right. Naruhodo. Tons of iron ore. Let's not take a truck off though, because I think we will start eating it. Why do we have so? Oh, because this is all backed up. Because we're using mechanical parts. We're not using them as quickly as I was expecting. It's fine, we will at some point. Like, here. Like, as soon as we make lab equipment, that's going to be sucking down 12. Vehicle part, I mean, we already have that set up. It's just not electronic. Oh, that's the thing we could be doing. Oh, we don't have... There's a lot, like, these are still manual assemblies. We need to be giving them more electric assemblies. Oh shit, it's 11 o'clock. That's my brush your teeth. Don't forget to brush your teeth. That's my brush your teeth reminder. Just have that go off before bedtime. I should probably, I should definitely get off soon. Because I gotta wake up at a reasonable time tomorrow. And make sure I make the drive back home to see the family for the holiday. It's only 11 though, I don't got, like, I got time. But I definitely should not, I don't know, you know, decide to randomly pull off an all-nighter. Like, that would not be a great idea right now. Why does it keep doing that? Yeah, that has to just be a YouTube thing where they stop you every now and then. Okay, belts are up. I'll probably... We'll see how much food we end up producing. I think we're going to start overproducing here soon. And when that happens, I'll swap one of these potatoes, because we just make a lot more potatoes than we do. Or we, like, don't go through potatoes as much, I think is what it is. Regardless, I always end up way out of sync. And so, if that happens, I'll swap one of these potatoes out for the green manure. That way we're not spending so much on the fertility equilibrium. Oof, that is still pretty rough. It should be fine. It should be fine. Look, we're already over 12 months again. Someone get one more harvest in. Nothing is failing in the meantime. Electronics are low, but not... Oh, yeah, they're pretty low. Okay, I think the issue is we need this to be upgraded next. I think electronics is one of... There's a couple things that can only be made by certain tiers, and there's also, like, I think 1 or 2 items... When instead of doing the double, like does like a triple. Like I think this might be it. I think when we upgrade these, or just construction 2. Yeah, right. So like before we were seeing that it was 1 and 4, and most things double when you go up a tier. Electronics 1 is different. It actually triples. So we want to get these upgraded. Look, there we go. Now we're making electronics. Still not getting to the food numbers I wanted to see before I ended the stream. Oh, because it's coming in. All right. What? Okay. Climb. Let's see what this harvest looks like when it gets in. Go up. Up, up, up. Yes! 14 is a lot better than when it was like 0 at one point. All right, cool. I think this is a nice... stable. I'm gonna make sure to save it and everything. This is a nice stable place to leave it. So this was, oops, stream session 1, and we'll just pick this up next time. Like I said, I kind of want to get it back into the habit of streaming regularly again. So that's kind of what this is supposed to be. I'm just gonna do once a week to get started, see how that works with my schedule, and then build up from there. And so this is the slot. I'll be doing 7:30 Eastern US time every Wednesday. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. And so yeah, catch me here next time. We'll keep playing this game. That we might swap over to Solaris at some point soon. As much as I do love this game, if it's just me and you hanging out in this chat, might as well play some Solaris, right? But we'll see. I really like this one. But, anyway, what are you knowing? I gotta go bed. I got things to do. I'll catch you later. You have a good one. Bye.